Hey, this is Maren Morris, and that was my new single, The Bones.
With studios in Louisiana and Bowling Green, this is Eagle 102 KJFM Louisiana Bowling Green. KJFM Radio, Eagle 102.
It's Friday night. The Eagle 102 high school football game of the week is on the air. Tonight's game, featuring the best of area high school football, is sponsored by
Bowling Green Chevrolet, Cellular and Satellite Center, Ingram Plumbing, People's Bank and Trust, Pike County Mutual Insurance, County Market in Louisiana, Bowling Green Pharmacy, Mid-America Auto and Towing, Bank of Louisiana, Pike County Memorial Hospital, Bowling Green Insurance, the Mercantile Bank, Bowling Green Tractor, Community State Bank, Family Drug, Mike's Tire Service, Cindy Blaylock Insurance, Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice, Hogue Ford, Todd Watts Realty, Perkins Electrical Services, All Parts, Young Enterprises Incorporated, Calumet of Missouri, and J&D Tire and Auto.
Now, the Eagle 102 Game of the Week.
And welcome to Bowling Green High School Week 6 action here on Eagle 102 as the Bowling Green Bobcats, 2-3 on the season, host the North Callaway Thunderbirds, who come into this game one game over 500 at 3-2 on the season. Bobcats looking for the Callaway County sweep this week after beating South Callaway on the road last week by a 20-10 final. You went to that ball game, and it was the first. Was it the first week back for Brakefield at quarterback?
Yes, I think it was. They the Bowling Green started out a little slow in that game, Mark, but they kind of got into a rhythm a little bit as the game continued, and they really kind of played some good defense to shut that South Callaway team down. And like I said, the offense kind of found a rhythm in the passing game, and it was a fun game to watch.
So that put the Bobcats on the good side of the ledger close. They can even it up this week.
That's right.
They're a slow starting team, like you said last week. So now we're into the second half of the season. Maybe they can do that with the season as well and get themselves a nice little roll going.
I certainly hope so, and that's kind of traditionally here over the last, as long as I've been calling for the radio station, that's kind of been a tradition for Bowling Green. Is they've been a second-half team. Mm-hmm. They come out a little slow, but, man, in the second half they're fired up and they're playing good football. And I tell you what, I hope you're right. I hope tonight or the second half of the football season stays true and they come out fired up for this half of the season.
Bowling Green against North Callaway here in week number 6 at Bowling Green High School. We'll take a break, come back with more of the pregame show on Eagle 102.
Hi, this is John. I'm one of the pharmacists you see at Family Drug in Louisiana and the Bowling Green Pharmacy. We're right here with personal and prompt service, giving you the answers about your medications. If you're new in town, come get acquainted. If you're one of our regulars, thank you. You are always welcome to come in and just say hi. The right people, the right service, right downtown. Family Drug, 3rd in Georgia in Louisiana, and the Bowling Green Pharmacy on the square in Bowling Green.
Some people just have a knack for being there when you need them the most. Like your 3rd grade classmate who sticks up for you against that bully. The neighbor who gives you a jump start. And the friend who chases away that flock of geese at your outdoor wedding. Your State Farm agent has your back, too, through good times and the not-so-good. And who's got your agent's back? State Farm, the company people have trusted for more than 90 years. We're here to help life go right.
Visit Cindy Blaylock Agency in Louisiana.
Hi folks, my name is Cody Kirkendall, new owner of Mike's Tire and Service Center. See Mike's Tire and Service Center in Bowling Green for all your automotive and tire needs. Mike's features 24-hour tire service, and when it's time to replace those tires, Mike's has great deals on several brands, ensuring they have the perfect tire for your vehicle. Mike's Tire and Service Center additionally offers alignments, tune-ups, oil changes, struts, state and DOT inspections, air conditioning services, brakes, shocks, custom exhausts, as well as minor repairs. Mike's Tire and Service Center, Business 61 North in Bowling Green.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana. It's time now for the Eagle 102 pregame show, sponsored by Bowling Green Pharmacy.
It's the Bobcats and the North Callaway Thunderbirds here in week number 6 from Bowling Green High School. And just looking at the point differential for these teams this season, this is something I started looking at last week. Bowling Green has scored 105 points this year, has given up 111. That's a -6.
Yeah.
North Callaway has scored 184, given up 119, a +65. Those 6 points for Bowling Green are probably the difference between a winning and a sub-500 record right now.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Well, in a couple games that we watched, I agree. There's several of those games that we've watched have been fairly close. So yeah, that would be a big difference.
Yeah, and North Callaway, they've done most of their damage on the ground this year. They don't throw a whole lot. I think their number one quarterback, Mr. Henry, Jaden Henry, has only attempted like 30 passes through the first 5 weeks of the season and been intercepted like 5 times. So they're a run-first team. They got 2 guys that are averaging over 80 yards per game, another one that's coming in close to 60. So they've got some boys that can rack up some yards on the ground for this team.
Yeah, so we will definitely have to see the adjustment in the Bowling Green defense that we've seen over the last few weeks. Football is a game of adjustment, which we know, but Bowling Green has done really well so far in changing the defense to a 4-down lineman or some sort of 4 lineman scheme that's really, really advantageous against a running team. And I'm trying to think statistically, historically, I think North Callaway has always been a pretty heavy run team. I mean, I know I played them in school, and I don't remember them throwing the ball that often. I've covered them several places from Clopton to Louisiana to here, and I still don't remember them throwing that often. So, but when you got 2 guys averaging 80 yards a game, you really don't have to throw the ball that much.
Exactly. And I think
your backup's doing 60. That's not bad.
I think when I was in school, no one passed a whole bunch. I think that's been in the last 20 years or so that the passing attempts have kind of started creeping up. You look at guys in the pros, like Kansas City or New England, guys that who passed who put up like 60-something attempts last week. What was it? Someone set a record for pass attempts last week, or was up in the top 3. So they look at that pass first NFL. You look at how much they're passing in college, and it's sure to trickle down. And I think over the last 20 years, it really has infiltrated high school football.
Well, yeah, I agree with you without a doubt. I always talk about football being kind of cyclic. We go from an I formation to a wishbone to a power to a shotgun, and we are definitely in that shotgun phase. When I played ball, Coach Fine said very clearly that if you throw the ball, 3 things happen, and 2 of them are bad for the offense. So, but you're right. Football has changed into what it is now, where we rely more on speed than anything else. And then on top of relying on speed, that's where you come in with these guys, with big hands and big playmakers that can make a big difference.
And that's what gets recruited, a bunch of guys that can throw and catch the ball. The linemen and the running backs are kind of the forgotten heroes.
That's right, forgotten but heroes.
Yes.
That's right. That's exactly right. We talk about that all the time. You can't. This is a sport. I had this conversation earlier today. In some other sports, say we use basketball as an example. A really, really talented basketball player can carry a team.
Yeah.
You can't do that in football.
Yeah.
You got to have those guys doing their job and building that brotherhood and that trust. So yeah, the unforgotten heroes. That's right.
Yeah. Well, we'd like to unforget them.
That's right.
Because Bowling Green has a pretty special offensive and defensive front. They've got some high caliber players out there, and some of them should be getting some looks, at least from some JUCOs and mid-levels.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong, and that's a huge point to bring up. There's nothing wrong with going to a mid-level or a JUCO school. If somebody's going to offer you to come play,
give you an education.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, you come to school and play for us, guys. Play your heart out and take that. I mean, if a game is going to, advance you in life, take it.
Yep, definitely. We'll take a break. We'll come back with more of the pregame show after this on Eagle 102.
If you are in the market for a car, whether you're looking for a new or used vehicle, make sure you visit Bowling Green Chevrolet. Their selection will surprise you with prices that can't be beat. Bowling Green Chevrolet is just off Highway 61 at the South Bowling Green exit. Once you get there, you'll see why Bowling Green Chevrolet is the #1 dealership in the area. Check it out for yourself. Bowling Green Chevrolet, where you'll always feel at home.
Bank from anywhere with Bank of Louisiana's new Freedom Checking account. No minimum balance, no monthly fees, and free access to all of their mobile and online banking services, like mobile check deposit, text banking, and online bill pay. Bank on your own terms with Freedom Checking from Bank of Louisiana. Stop by either Bank of Louisiana location today for more details or to open an account. Bank of Louisiana, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Home data rates may apply. Check with your carrier for details. Freedom Checking from Bank of Louisiana.
The human body can run like a well-oiled machine, but just like machines, they occasionally need attention. A lot of times because of accidents, injuries, or even general wear and tear, the body breaks down. That's where Pike County Memorial Hospital's physical and occupational therapy services can get you back to normal, daily activities. Don't let pain keep you from enjoying life. Let the team at PCMH focus on your recovery so you can focus on what matters to you. Pike County Memorial Hospital. Community-owned, nationally known.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana. The Eagle 102 keys to the game.
Well, here's what I got. Number one, stop the run. North Callaway averaging 258 yards per game on the ground this season. Only 52 yards passing, so stop the run, definitely. Stay away from Cash. Cody Cash has 3 of the T-Birds' 9 interceptions over the first 5 weeks of the season. And take care of that ball. Bowling Green has to win the turnover battle to compete with complete that Callaway County sweep tonight.
Yeah, I don't know that I can disagree with anything that you just said. I think that's perfect.
Well, thank you.
Well, I won't say that too often, but I'll let you have it this time. Yeah, that was good. Yeah, turnovers are huge, and we talk about this, especially with Bowling Green, where they're so injury-plagued over time. We talked a little about that in the beginning. Turnovers are huge, and that's one of the things I think Bowling Green is missing this year, those big scoring turnovers on defense that they had last year. But, yeah, protect the ball, and make the fewer mistakes is going to be the winner.
Yeah. I was talking to Chop earlier, Mr. North Callaway, and I've got some good jokes, by the way. No, I don't have any good jokes. I've got some Chop jokes. But he said the Thunderbirds are a little banged up, too. So we'll see. Maybe it comes to that battle of attrition again this week where whoever's still standing at the end will come out with the W. And
it looked like in warm-ups, and they'll be back out here again in a minute, but it looked like when their early warm-up session, it didn't look like North Callaway brought a lot of people. So I don't know if maybe there were some folks still in the field house waiting to come out or what. So we'll have to wait and see who comes out as the game gets ready to start.
All right, other action around the area tonight. Clopton-Ellsbury is hosting South Callaway. Louisiana homecoming tonight against Dupo, Illinois. Mark Twain hosts Van Far for the Farmers Cup game. Pittsfield versus Athens, and Pleasant Hill against Greenfield Northwestern. So that's kind of some of what's happening around the area tonight. Next week, Bowling Green's at Wright City. Clopton-Ellsbury hosts Mark Twain. Louisiana at Paris. Pittsfield at Porta. Pleasant Hill versus Carrollton, and Van Far against South Shelby next week. So that's what's going on around the area. We'll take another break. Come back with your starting lineups in just minutes on the Eagle 102 pregame show.
Community State Bank of Missouri is here to meet your agricultural needs. This is Earl Niemeyer. We offer a variety of agricultural loans customized to meet the demands of today's complex farm operations. Whether it's to purchase farm equipment or to pay farm operating expenses, a financial package can be developed specific to your operation. Drop by one of our convenient locations and speak with an ag loan specialist today. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887. Equal opportunity lender.
When you're ready to purchase your next vehicle, visit Pogue Ford in Bowling Green and enjoy your next buying experience. At Pogue, they go the extra mile to make sure you walk away with more than just a car or a truck. They'll give you an automotive home. Pogue Ford has the new or pre-owned vehicle you're looking for, and if they don't, they'll find it. Plus, they're available for all your automotive service needs. Pogue Ford, Business Highway 61 in Bowling Green.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Wait, there's more. They also offer several options for internet service with Viasat, HughesNet, and AT&T. Hold on, there's still more. They can also do security system installations, have TVs in stocks, mounts, and cables. Now a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana. The Eagle 102 starting lineups on KJFM are brought to you by Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy.
All right, and your offensive starters. Let's look at North Callaway. On the offensive line, they'll start a senior, number 54, Ben Bondurant. Junior, number 64, Josh Selby. Sophomore, number 72, Ezekiel Gilman. Senior, number 76, Will Jeffries. And a junior, number 79, Brandon Hill. That's your offensive line for North Callaway. The receivers, a junior at wide receiver, number 29, Lane Wortman. A senior at wide receiver, number 16, Gabe Cash. And a junior at tight end, number 25, Christian Griffith. And the backfield looks like a senior, number 21, fullback Mason Wortman. A junior tailback, number 24, Cody Cash. And a senior, number 2 at quarterback, Jaden Henry. We'll take a break and come back with your Bowling Green defensive starters after this.
Bank from anywhere with Bank of Louisiana's new Freedom Checking account. No minimum balance, no monthly fees, and free access to all of their mobile and online banking services, like mobile check deposit, text banking, and online bill pay. Bank on your own terms with Freedom Checking from Bank of Louisiana. Stop by either Bank of Louisiana location today for more details or to open an account. Bank of Louisiana, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Home data rates may apply. Check with your carrier for details. Freedom Checking from Bank of Louisiana.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. So easy, anyone can use them. Once you try it, you'll just have to buy it. Stop by Bowling Green Tractor to see how easy yard work can be. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
Hi, this is Kelsey Henderson, RN Case Manager for Pike County Home Health. Pike County Home Health offers a variety of services from skilled nursing to rehabilitation therapies. Home health is covered 100% by Medicare, and we accept most forms of insurance. Our caregivers work with your doctor and design a plan of care specifically for your needs and abilities. Our goal is to help you take control of your treatment, prevent future declines in your health, and improve your safety at home. If you have any questions or home health needs, please contact us at 573-324-2111 or visit our website at pikecountyhealth.org.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service. But did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. At Ingram Plumbing, we're ready to meet all your plumbing needs. I should know. I'm Bonnie Ingram, and I've worked there for over 50 years. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
The Mercantile Bank in Louisiana says now's the time to sign up for online banking and bill pay. You won't have to get out in the weather. With online banking, you can bank day or night from your home, office, or anywhere with internet access. Check account balances, view checks, and much more. Stop in today to learn more about online banking and bill pay at the Mercantile Bank, downtown Louisiana. Your hometown bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
And we'll continue with the starting lineups with the defensive starters for Bowling Green. The defensive line, they actually have 5 guys listed as defensive linemen, at least in the set to start the game.
They'll start a senior, number 80 at defensive end, Matt McDonald. Senior at nose tackle, number 76, Jacob Bowen. Senior at defensive tackle, number 42, Braden Perez. Junior, number 56 at D end, Hayden Finley. And a senior defensive tackle, number 52, Ethan Everhart. The linebackers, just two of them listed to start the game. A senior, number 57, Clay Lazier, and another senior, number 55, Tristan Charlton. The secondary, couple of safeties, the strong safeties, a sophomore, number 33, Charlie Bowen, and at free safety, a junior, number 6, Michael Starks. The cornerbacks, number 32, a senior, Gavin Dieters, and another senior, number 1, Hunter Smith. So there's your defensive starters for the Bobcats tonight, and both teams dealing with some injuries as we head into Week 6. Your officials for this game, the referee is Josh Bauman. The umpire is Steve Schnell. The linesman is Brad Althide. The line judge is Mike Thomas, and the back judge is Rick Crawford. So there's your officials for tonight's game as the North Callaway T-Birds make their way out of the their portion of the field house, and now just waiting on Bowling Green to come out onto the field.
They always bring some big kids, don't they?
Big kids, and I have to agree with the conversation up here in the press box before you got here. Those white numbers on white uniforms are absolutely terrible.
Yeah,
so
tough.
Bear with us tonight, and I may have to zoom in extra close with the camera tonight just to see the numbers on those North Callaway jerseys. But like Chop said, at least they have the shoulder numbers, so you can kind of see those. They're offset a little bit better.
I just see a white blur. But don't worry, Mark. If you're wrong, I will let you know.
Everybody does.
Oh, good. Good.
Yeah. Bowling Green, they'll be in their home blacks with the red numbers, and we'll be able to identify them pretty easily tonight. But like I said earlier, there's going to be three guys that run the ball, so we'll get their numbers down, and not a whole bunch of guys catching or throwing the ball. So I think we have to worry about 3-4 guys maybe.
Man, those numbers are rough to see from here.
Yeah. But the kids picked them. Chop said they were the most expensive jerseys in the catalog, and that's why they picked them. They've had them, I think, for 2 years now.
Yeah, you could almost take them back to the school and kind of outline them a little better with some green or black.
Get a Sharpie out there?
Yeah, I won't tell nobody.
So we have about 8 minutes to go before the start of this one. Again, other action around the area tonight. Clofton-Ellsbury against South Callaway. Louisiana homecoming against Dupo, Illinois. Mark Twain hosting Van Far for the Farmers Cup. Pittsfield versus Athens, and Pleasant Hill versus Greenfield Northwestern. We'll fill you in on some other scores as well. And you had a note from the boosters, right?
We do. From the boosters, they're talking about their October 18th game at halftime. They're going to have a Bowling Green alumni night. So if you've played football for Bowling Green or you're a Bobcat, you're invited to come out and you go down on the track, I think, and they'll get your name and they'll thank you for your time here. So they started that a year or two ago, and it's gotten pretty popular. So October 18th against Clofton-Ellsbury will be alumni night.
So not next Friday, but the Friday after.
Yes, sir.
So the 18th.
18th.
So that would be week 8 of football when they host the Indian Hawks.
Doesn't seem like we're at week 6 already.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we're past the midway point. Only a 9-week regular season the last couple of years, and so that means districts are just really a few weeks away.
You know, I still am not completely sold on the new district being the last game and everybody gets into the playoffs, but it is neat to see those kids play in that aspect of the season that late in the year. So
I've always enjoyed it. Makes that last week pretty meaningful. It cuts out some of the non-conference schedule, which can help or can hurt. I don't know. I've enjoyed having Week 10 really mean something.
If I remember correctly, when I played, it was the last 3 games of the season were district games, and then your record based on those three games of the season were what were decided whether or not you went into the next season or the first week of the playoffs. That's how I think, if I remember correctly, that's how we used to do it.
Yeah, there was like a strength of a point system.
There was.
I mean, it all goes into the seedings now, but it was a really odd setup. I mean, you could have two teams go 2-1, and based on who the two they beat, I mean, you could be sitting at home the first week of the state tournament.
Yep.
So. I like where we're at right now. I think Michigan's done a pretty good job kind of appeasing the masses, at least where football is concerned.
No, I don't really disagree with you. I think it's different, which, of course, as people, just in general, we don't like different. But
change is bad.
We ought to be used to it by this point, but it's still just, I don't know, something about everybody in the playoffs the last week. That's not, I mean, if you're 0-9.
And
I guess you potentially be done fairly quickly.
Any given Friday, right?
That's right. Yes, sir. That's exactly right.
All right, we'll take a break. We're about 4.5 minutes away from the coin flip and then kick off here in week number 6, high school football. Bowling Green taking on North Callaway. It's the Bobcats and the T-Birds on Eagle 102.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Wait, there's more. They also offer several options for internet service with Viasat, HughesNet, and AT&T. Hold on, there's still more. They can also do security system installations, have TVs in stocks, mounts, and cables. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
It's good to aim high, and sports can help children reach their goals. Join Pike County Mutual Insurance in Bowling Green and Farm Mutual Insurance in supporting local athletes. Be sure to catch all the action this sports season. Pike County Mutual Insurance salutes young local athletes and wishes them well. And they look forward to protecting these young adults with strong insurance coverage during what is sure to be a bright future. Pike County Mutual Insurance in Bowling Green.
Follow your area teams throughout the season, in person, on air, and online by staying tuned to your area sports leader, Eagle 102. Brought to you by All Parts, Perkins Electrical Service, and Spring Hollow Coffee.
The Bobcats have taken the field. Pretty good crowd, pretty loud crowd here tonight. And the PA announcer whipping them into a frenzy here before week 6 begins. It's Bowling Green and North Callaway, the second straight week tangling with Callaway County. Now they go for the north side after beating the Southsiders last week.
Yeah, so they're going to see what they can do. You're right, the crowd seems a little pumped up, and I think that's one thing that Bowling Green has always had a lack of is crowd involvement, and the new announcer does a good job getting them going.
Meanwhile, uncharacteristically small crowd for North Callaway. Not many people have made the trip over tonight as the teams go to the 50-yard line, and the captains and coaches prior to the coin flip here to go over the ground rules, wish each other best of luck, and before they really get into it.
Well, and something new here too I like to see is they didn't do this at South Callaway that I remember, but there's a little more team unity here in this Bowling Green Bobcat team this week. Anyways, they're all on the field during the coin toss. They're holding hands, kind of representing one Bowling Green team.
And across the way, the hands are held as well on the North Callaway sideline. But like you said, they've got a fairly lengthy roster listed, but there's not many guys dressed out across the way.
Well, and we called them a fairly small team. I think we're talking total numbers, right?
Yes.
Because when we start on the right side of the North Callaway team that we're looking at, there's not a whole lot of little kids until about midfield, and then they shrink down a little. So, but North Callaway, I think, has always produced some big kids. I mean, I remember playing them a couple times and was like, I don't think any of these kids are high school kids.
Well, if I had Burger King and Arby's right next to me, I'd be a big kid too.
Yeah, well, yeah, then maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. Extra sandwiches.
And it looked like Bowling Green won and
defer probably.
Actually, Bowling Green's going to take the opening kick. I'm not sure if they actually won the toss or not. But Bowling Green will take the opening kick when we come back. Week 6 action, Bowling Green and North Callaway on Eagle 102.
Hey, this is Tyler from Mid-America Auto and Towing. We have a constant rotation of new inventory, including cars, trucks, and SUVs. If we don't have what you're looking for, then we'll find it. Mid-America Auto and Towing is located off Highway 54 across from KJFM. We offer a minimum of 12-month, 12,000-mile warranty, state inspections, diagnostics, engine and brake repair, and preventative maintenance. Mid-America Auto and Towing just off Highway 54 in Bowling Green is a one-stop shop. For 24-hour towing and roadside assistance, call 324-9919. Like us on Facebook or check out our website at midamericaautoandtowing.com.
Follow your area teams throughout the season, in person, on air, and online by staying tuned to your area sports leader, Eagle 102. Brought to you by Bank of Louisiana, Pike County Memorial Hospital, and Pogue Ford in Bowling Green.
Just about ready for kickoff. You got a softball score?
I do have a softball score. I was told that Bowling Green won today against Jeff City 7-5, the girls softball.
They're in a kind of are they in a tournament this weekend? They're playing somebody odd tomorrow.
Ponca City, Oklahoma. Is that what I heard?
Yeah, so we'll see how that one goes. And that's a good bounce back for the Lady Cats after losing to Wright City earlier in the week. Opening kickoff fielded at the 35-yard line. Takes it across the 45 and all the way near the 50-yard line. Bowling Green will take over. So a good run back. Didn't catch the number 33, Charlie Bowen. He's just continued to amaze.
Sorry, I was getting a number update here. We had a change in a number, so it looks like Clay Lazier is number 42, and Braden Perez will be played his original number 60 tonight.
Okay. But another good return, and they're going to the ground on first down and across the 50 to the 45-yard line. Nice little run. Gavin Dieters.
Yeah, Gavin Dieters got that ball out of that pistol formation shotgun and was patient in running, waiting for his blockers to pick up a block and gain 6 yards.
So 2nd and 4 after a gain of 6 on first down. And the Bobcats into North Callaway territory after their first play from scrimmage. Deep shotgun here on 2nd down. Back to throw is Brakefield.
Good timing.
Puts it across the middle, and it's picked off. Picked off at the 29-yard line. And here comes North Callaway. And a big miss on a hit there.
Yeah.
Number 24 picked it off. That's Cody Cash. I said in the keys to the game, stay away from Cash.
Yeah, so that's a check mark against your keys to the game. Yes, keep the ball away from him because he had 3 picks already.
That's his 4th of the season.
Yeah. But that had Nick Brakefield had a lot of time there on that pass. He just kind of floated that ball over the middle and right to Cash, standing there in the middle of the field.
So now Jaden Henry brings the offense for North Callaway onto the field after the interception. And they're running on first down, and not much there. Maybe a loss of a half yard or so, shy of the 40-yard line.
Looks like they'll give him back to the line of scrimmage, so gain of 1, they just said, but they came out of a single back formation under center and handed the ball off in a misdirection where the quarterback kind of spins opposite direction. But Bowling Green with that 5-man front did a good job in stopping that run play.
On 2nd and a long 9. Put a man in motion, hand off to the far side, and again, it's snuffed out. There's not anything there.
That's a good play. So the motion in that play, we had a motion from the far side of the field towards us. The quarterback rolls out like he's going to roll to the near side of the field here and gives the ball back to his backside, kind of like almost a Statue of Liberty play for a misdirection. And Bowling Green did really good and only gave up another yard. There's, 3 or 4 Bobcats in on that tackle.
They gave up the other half of that yard, so it's still 3rd and 9.
Yeah.
Empty backfield this time. And under center is the quarterback. Henry.
Middle.
Short drop. Throws it up the sideline,
no
and
good.
It is incomplete, and they're going to call pass interference.
I don't know unless they're going to call offensive pass interference. Was there contact before the ball?
It looked like it was pretty well timed.
It looked good to me, too.
The officials talk about it, and here's the call. Pass interference.
Yep. Defensive pass interference.
Against the Bobcats and a fresh set.
Yeah, Coach doesn't like that at all, and I don't know that I like it either, Mark. That was a pretty clean play, it looked like to me. You got to allow these kids to play football. There's contact in every aspect of the sport, and when it gets that close, especially when you're 3rd and 9, you give up 15 yards, isn't it, or is it 10?
No, it's a 10-yard
and first
from
down.
the previous. Or no, it is 15 from the previous spot.
Yeah,
so that takes it all the way down to the 46.
North Callaway going right to left on your radio.
Back under center is Henry. On first down, he's going to take off. Something he doesn't do often. Bounces off the initial contact and will go to his right to gain about 3 yards.
Yeah, it looked like they had him out there on that left side of the defensive line. But like you said, he kind of bounced off that first initial contact and then had a little bit of burst of speed. Looks like he gained a couple yards. So good job on his part to get out away from that tackle and gain something that was stopped almost immediately.
They mark him down after a gain of 2. So it's 2nd and 8 after the run by Henry. Single back this time. Actually, two back there.
Pitch
to the near side. Going to the left and wrapped up immediately. Charlie Bowen. That kid is a talent.
Yeah, he's playing good football this year. His uncle and his dad were really good at football too, so he comes from good stock. Yeah, like you said, I formation there, pitch left. Thunderbirds coming to the near side of the field towards us, and after another gain of 2, Charlie Bowen comes in and throws off a couple blockers and makes a good tackle.
3rd and a long 6. Rolling out to the right, puts the ball in the air, and it is caught on the far side, and that's going to go for us. Yeah, very close. He's about 2 yards shy. The referee, they say he's in.
That's a good play action fake, roll out to the right, and the tight end on this side of the field is on a post route, is wide open, and the quarterback just lets the ball float and lets his receiver run to the ball. So what? That's a 46-yard touchdown pass.
The back judge fell down. That's why there was a delay in the call.
Must have been all that rain.
Yeah.
2-point conversion, single back, motion right to left.
And this one's snuffed out, and the score will stay 6-0.
No good.
Yeah, good stop. Yeah, Braden Perez in on that stop. Initial contacts made by Braden Perez on a misdirection. 2-point conversion is no good.
8:19 to go, first quarter. North Callaway strikes first, turning a turnover into points with a 46-yard touchdown pass. 6-0 here in Week 6 on Eagle 102.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon, up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
The Eagle 102 Game of the Week is brought to you by Young Enterprises, Calumet, Missouri, and Todd Watts Realty.
8:19 to go. Yeah, those uniforms are bad. The kickoff fielded by the Bobcats, and they'll be stopped short of the 35. Hunter Smith on the return for Bowling Green.
So we've seen Bowling Green come out this last time, and Brakefield had a lot of time to throw the ball. Just didn't make a great decision in throwing the ball. So we can't say Bowling Green can't throw the ball because he's got time. He just needs to make better decisions here. So we'll see what Coach K comes out with here on his second possession.
Yeah, if Cody Cash is hanging around in the middle of the field like that, you got to try the sidelines.
Yeah, throw it the other way.
Deep shotgun, and they're running on first down. Bouncing off one tackle, maybe a yard on the play. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Bowling Green came out trips right, so there's near side of the field closest to us. They're going left to right. Then trips out here. Then gave the ball to the running back going to the left side of the field, the far side of the field, and he gained about 1 or 2 yards. Same formation here.
Running again,
nice.
And he breaks it off for a first down, and we'll take it all the way to the 48. That's a good run. Gavin Dieters.
So Gavin Dieters, same formation they come out in, and they give the ball to Gavin, who looks like he's going left, and he cuts back hard to the right, gets to the middle of the field, makes one guy miss, and gains 9-10 yards.
So a fresh set near midfield, and rolling out as Brakefield this time puts the ball in the air on the run, and it's caught on the near sideline and brought down at the North Callaway 40. Good reception that time.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Owen Niemeyer. They got to make that pass. They got to run that pass route a little more often. We have seen all year long that out route wide open. We just need to get him out there and make that decision to throw the ball.
Is Owen Niemeyer going to get a few more touches with Lane Parker not dressed tonight?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's absolutely. Charlie Bowen on that last run to the near side of the field gains about a yard. Same formation we saw last time. Hands the ball off, coming to the near side. He's contacted almost right away at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 9 for the Bobcats, just inside the 40-yard line.
Substitution here.
Late substitution.
Owen's coming out, and Gavin Dieters going back in. It looks like Coach changing the play.
2 receivers to the far side, 1 on the near side. And they're running again here on 2nd down, and another good run across the 35 to the 34 for Gavin Dieters.
Yeah, that's Coach's version of a lead blocker. He brings that, in this case it was Charlie Bowen in, and he kind of lines up behind the tackle and just plows forward on a big block, and Gavin runs. You see him get his hand on him and just runs right in behind him and makes a good block.
Now, an equipment issue forced the referee to blow the play dead before it started.
Guy's got to fix his hair. There we go. Helmet's on, snap down, hair's fixed, ready to play ball. You got to fix your hair?
I fixed it in about 1997.
I did not mean that as a bird on your. That is not where I was going. Same formation, that power. Charlie Bowen motion to the left side of the field. Handoff to Gavin Dieters. Right in behind Charlie again. A gain of what? About 4 or 5 yards. They may have to measure this one.
Yeah, it's going to be very close to a first, right at the 30-yard line.
They're calling it a first down.
They moved the chains. 5:49 to go in the first quarter. 6-0 North Callaway, and Bowling Green moving nicely here.
Yeah, moving the ball 4 or 5 yards at a time. That's all it takes. Excuse me.
We saw Schuyler County do that to Louisiana last week, just 4 or 5 yards at a time. Now
Nice
the ball
throw.
goes in the air, and it's caught, and in for
Touchdown.
the score. Bobcats score on Deontay Fleming's 25-yard touchdown catch?
Absolutely great play. Nick Brakefield gets the ball from shotgun formation, fakes the handoff, which we've seen 4 or 5 yards at a time, fakes the handoff. The cornerback covering Deontay Fleming comes in, crashes to make that tackle, and Fleming was wide open for, like you said, the 20-yard touchdown.
Ties the game.
George Niemeyer in for the kick. The kick is up, and it is good.
So Bowling Green takes a 7-6 lead with 5:28 to go in the first quarter. You're listening to the high school football game of the week on Eagle 102.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There's one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because, just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud.
Louisiana is a Health Mart town. Family Drug Health Mart Pharmacy. The right people, the right price, right downtown. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Follow your area teams throughout the season, in person, on air, and online by staying tuned to your area sports leader, Eagle 102, brought to you by Ingram Plumbing, the Mercantile Bank, and Bowling Green Pharmacy.
Fleming from Brakefield for 25 yards and a touchdown. Had to break a tackle there at the end. 5:28 to go in the first quarter, and the Bobcats erase that early turnover and North Callaway touchdown and lead this one 7-6.
And, Mark, that's exactly what Coach K's offense is designed to do. That we get a lot of people that talk about it, and that's exactly what it's designed to do is those run plays break off 4 or 5 runs at a time, yards at a time. Then that play action gets your guy wide open. That's what football has been about for a really long time. We just do it out of these –
Probably about 150 years.
Yeah, well, now we do it out of these spread offenses versus the old power eye and wishbone.
Deep kick.
It's a knuckleball.
Line drive. Picked up. Having a little trouble with it there at the 10-yard line. And is there a flag down for it? No. Missed the hold. Takes it all the way to the far sideline and all the way to the 40-yard line. Make it the 39. So a 29-yard return after a kick down to the 10.
Bowling Green had a defender coming down here on the kickoff team who broke through the 30-yard line, and I bet by the time he got to the 25, his jersey was still at the 30-yard line that the Thunderbird had a hold of him, but that was missed.
So 1st and 10 after the big return. North Callaway back on the offensive after scoring on their first drive. The 2-point conversion was no good, and they'll run it on 1st down. And again, a yard maybe out to the 40.
Yeah, several Bobcats. Guys, we'd be giving you numbers here if we could. It looked like Ethan Everhart, Mac McDonald, and I couldn't see the other number in on that tackle. There's several Bobcats in on these tackles every time because, like Mark said earlier, it's just North Callaway's putting the ball in the middle of the field and making us stop them.
And with a 5-man front, some good linebacker help. They've stopped them pretty well on the run. They've had to resort to a passing game to score their touchdown. This time they go to the outside and beat the Bobcats to the edge, get about 7 yards. It's going to bring up a manageable 3rd down.
Yeah, it looks like it'll be about 3rd and 2. That was a good pitch to the far side of the field. And like you said, you get a good, on those pitch plays, you get a good seal from your tight end who stops that defensive end. And it's really difficult to stop a sweep like that with a fast running back.
3rd and 1 for the T-Birds at the 48. First down marker just shy of the 50. I formation.
Doesn't look like pressure. Oh, I lied.
Long count, and they'll get the 1st down.
Yep.
Gain of about 4 on the play. Only needed 1. They're across the 50 into Bobcat territory.
Well, that was a good lead block for the Thunderbirds. Gabe Cash, the senior running back, looked like he was in a fullback position, and he took out 2 Bobcats on a good block, which helped them to get that 1st down.
And if you've ever watched North Callaway basketball, you know how infuriating it is to play against the 2 Cash boys. They are just, you want to just pick them up by their jerseys and wring their necks. But I mean, you love to have guys like that on your team. On 1st down, they can't spin out. Maybe 1 before knocked out of bounds.
Yeah, it looked like initial contact out there by, I can't see who it is. The red on black is better than white on white, but it's still difficult to see.
3:47 to go in the first quarter. 7-6 ball game. It'll be 2nd and 10. No gain on the play. Maybe an inch. Now they'll empty the backfield. On 2nd and 10. Put a man in motion. They hand it off. Oh.
Nothing.
And they're going to flag him.
Yeah,
they're going to call for a horse collar.
Well, that's a face mask. It looks like
Cody Cash took it on the motion and was snuffed out about 5 yards shy of the line of scrimmage. And it is a face mask, and it is against the Bobcats.
Yeah, it was pretty.
2 flags were thrown on that one.
Pretty open. That was a great play on defense, too. That was a motion from the far side of the field. They had a no-back offense. A no-back setup offense. The motion came from the far side of the field out of that slot receiver position. Hand off to him, and as soon as he got to the middle of the field, Bowling Green had a defender in the backfield to shut that play down. And just a bad placement of the hand, give up a 1st down here.
And that's what a small in height solid guy like Cash can make you do, is you miss, the jersey and end up with a whole face mask, and now the play blown dead, a timeout taken by the Bobcats with 3:24 to play in the first. 7-6, Bowling Green leads North Callaway, and you're listening to the high school football game of the week on Eagle 102.
Hello, this is Mary Millen from Community State Bank of Missouri. Some financial institutions make you go through a lot of red tape to get a loan. But at Community State Bank, we try to keep things simple. When you talk with us, you're talking to the people who make decisions. Next time you need a loan for whatever reason, come see us. You'll be glad you did. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
This week's Eagle 102 Game of the Week is brought to you by Kathy Clean. Just like our area athletes, they're suited up and ready to tackle your cleaning service needs. Residential or commercial, just give them a call. Kathy Clean.
So a big defensive penalty, face mask, led to a 15-yarder, then a timeout taken by the Bobcats as North Callaway, after the penalty, is all the way down to the Bobcat 41.
Yeah, that was not a necessity timeout. That was a, hey, we need to tackle correctly timeout.
Uh-huh. Empty backfield, 4 receivers, 2 to each side. Pump fake, now a little dump off to the near side, and this one's going to be negative yardage as it was snuffed out rather quickly by number, was it 78 or 76?
76, which would be
Jacob Bowen.
Jacob Bowen. Yeah, that North Callaway came out and, like you said, gave a little pump fake. But if you looked at the 2 wide receivers who were down here, they were out blocking already. So that was intended to get to that slot receiver real quick, and then the pump fake allowed Bowling Green to catch up to that play. 2nd
and about 12 for North Callaway after a 2-yard loss. Rolling out as the quarterback, and he's in trouble. And brought down, sacked by number 77 for
Andrew
the Bobcats.
Andrew Biggs got great pressure up the middle, chased that play down to the outside. It looked like the quarterback had a little bit of time to throw it, but Biggs took a dive to get him, and it was just the right amount of pressure to get him and make a sack.
Yep. Put those hands right across the Achilles tendons of the cornerback and brought him down.
Hard to run when you leave your feet behind.
Uh-huh. So now it's 3rd and about 16 for North Callaway. Backing up close to midfield.
Pass.
Rolling again.
Screen.
And that was
nice.
Oh, a huge hit.
Michael Starks.
Starks just lit up the receiver for a 3-yard loss.
A great play. They, like you said, they rolled back, made it look like it's just a deep drop back pass, but they let a little bit of pressure get in, dumped that ball off to the receiver here in a screen pass, but Starks read that from the safety position and creamed the receiver.
There's a trip to the chiropractor coming for that
That's right.
receiver. And if I were him, I would be tearing my quarterback apart. He just hung him out to dry there. High end over under kick. It's going to bounce at the 27. Now across the 25 to the 24. That's where Bowling Green will take over 1st and 10. So a good defensive stand, and the timeout really pays off. That refocused the defense. They had 3 good plays after that. What would have been a good play blew up for a face mask.
Yeah, so 3 very good aggressive defensive plays. And let's talk about second half of the season, second half football here. Bowling Green's playing very good defensive football against a team that's averaging 200-plus yards a game.
Yeah. And they've already resorted to the passing game more than their run game, which came in highly regarded. 5-yard or 4-yard gain on 1st down for the Bobcats.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't stop that. North Callaway had a kid that was checking into the game. Bowling Green snapped it as he was checking in, but it stayed. Like you said, it's a 4-yard gain in that pistol handoff to Gavin Dieters.
On 2nd down, they put a man in motion to the far side.
Cooper Keel. There it is.
Little screen pass caught, and he's got some room to run across the middle. Gets almost away from 1 tackle, but a nice pickup there for the Bobcats.
Cooper Keel Cooper Keel was the motion man in that play. He gets to the other side of the line of scrimmage, or the other side of the offensive line, comes back for a screen pass and makes a good catch and run. Cooper Keel in motion again.
This time they run, and a good first down run dumped at the end of it. But that's a nice pickup of about 3 on first down.
Yeah, Gavin Dieters took the ball there out of the pistol formation. The pistol formation is the running back is behind the quarterback in shotgun, which we see a lot in this offense.
They're going to try and snap one more here before the end of the quarter. Down to 2, 1, and they won't get it off. We've played 1 here in week number 6. Bowling Green hanging on to a 1-point lead, but they're on the move.
On the move.
And lead North Callaway here on Eagle 102.
If you are in the market for a car, whether you're looking for a new or used vehicle, make sure you visit Bowling Green Chevrolet. Their selection will surprise you with prices that can't be beat. Bowling Green Chevrolet is just off Highway 61 at the South Bowling Green exit. Once you get there, you'll see why Bowling Green Chevrolet is the #1 dealership in the area. Check it out for yourself. Bowling Green Chevrolet, where you'll always feel at home.
As a farmer, you rely on rainfall to ensure your crop production, but sometimes the weather doesn't cooperate. Droughts can happen and do. Long dry spells can ruin your crops, but shouldn't ruin your life. With a pasture, rangeland, and forage policy through NAU Country Insurance Company and Bowling Green Insurance Agency, you'll be provided with the extra protection you need. Contact Fred Carlson at Bowling Green Insurance to discuss how PRF can help manage your risk. NAU Country Insurance Company is an equal opportunity provider.
Follow your area teams throughout the season, in person, on air, and online by staying tuned to your area sports leader, Eagle 102, brought to you by People's Bank and Trust and Mike's Tire and Service Center.
So, after the initial interception and touchdown by North Callaway, I thought a solid quarter by the Bobcats, and they'll go with the ground game here as the PTO doesn't work there.
No, they give that motion right. So Bowling Green is now going from your right to left if you're looking at your radio. And they had motion right, so to the top side of the field. And then it was like a quarterback option. He could give the ball to the motion guy or keep it himself, and Nick kept it himself and was wrapped up at the line of scrimmage immediately. But they gave him forward progress because it looks like it's 3rd and 10 here.
So looking for something big here on 3rd down to try and keep this drive going. Back to throw. And it's across the middle and overthrowing the intended target.
Yeah,
missed him by about 5 yards.
Yeah, it was there. Nick put a little bit of zip on that ball. It was a little high, but not too bad. He had him right in the middle of the field, just didn't put enough on him. He also looked like had Cooper Keel, or maybe it was Gavin Dieters out there in that swing flat that he could have dumped the ball to, but he just put it just too high for his wide receiver.
Yeah, he had him beaten through double coverage, too.
Those are easy to miss, though, when you hurry yourself and throw it.
Mm-hmm. So the punt team on for the Bobcats. Snap. He had to chase it. And the ball goes straight up in the air. It's going to go out of bounds, and Coach Credemeyer about threw it toward the uprights there.
Yeah, Coach was not happy about that kick. It looks like North Callaway will take over at the 42.
And you can't fault the punter on that one. It was a bad snap. It was to his left. He had to run over and get it, and then try and kick it with a man in his face.
That's a lot of these things we talk about where we rush things, and you see a lot of high school kids do this. That bad snap forces you to panic, and then rush the kick, and then then you get this. You know what? A net kick of 12 yards.
They do motion on 1st down. And it's a give to the near side, and bouncing off the first tackle, and then brought down.
Yeah, Jacob Bowen with initial contact there, pressure up the middle, and then 3 or 4 Bobcats finished him off, but he just slipped out of Bowen's grasp, who made contact right at the line of scrimmage.
Wortman broke a couple of tackles there, but only gains 1 yard, so it's 2nd and 9. And that's the thing about Bowling Green's defense. It comes in waves. If you break one tackle, there's another guy there backing you up.
Yeah, that's typically good against the run offense. So I formation here, 2 wide receivers.
Pitch out. Reverse.
Holding.
To the near side. And There's the flag. Finally get the hold in from the far side. He's going to run for a while, probably going to get close to the end zone, and he's all the way in. Cash scores, puts his arms in the air, but guess what? It ain't going to count. Flags all the way back at the 41-yard line.
That was the holding flag came in on a completely separate after I called the first holding, but there was clear holding here at this hash mark that they didn't call, and then another Bobcat gets tackled, and that drew 2 flags at that point.
So it's going to end up being a loss of 12 on the play because the flags were a yard behind the line of scrimmage.
Now let's talk about the poor tackling here from Bowling Green. So we'll forget the holding. Cash gets the ball, and he's touched, I swear to you, Mark, by 10 of the 11 Bobcats. And then the last 4 or 5 guys that touched him down here at the 15, 10, and 5-yard line didn't even put a hand on him. They just all shouldered him trying to knock him down. And obviously this kid can run the ball.
Oh, no. I thought they offset one of them was declined. I thought they were offsetting for a second. I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I didn't pay any attention. So there was a holding, and what was the other one?
I think there were 2 holds. Oh, block in the back and a hold.
2 block in the backs.
So they still didn't call the hold.
Yeah, that's very true. They still didn't call a holding. That's all right. They'll take the 2 flags. I formation again.
And
flea flicker.
Flea flicker.
See, he's got an arm.
Side, and it is incomplete. Cash the intended target.
And that ball, just for the record, I know that you enjoy basketball. That was a 3-pointer because it went right through his hands into the old breadbasket.
Yep, and slid right on through.
Yeah. Of course, he had Nick Brakefield right in his face, who it looked like couldn't find the ball, was just trying to make sure he was in the right position to make a tackle, and it was enough distraction to cause the incomplete pass. If you don't know what a flea flicker is,
yes,
we'll talk about that. I know you know.
Yeah.
But the quarterback hands the ball off to the running back, who in turn turns and pitches it back, and then the quarterback throws it as hard as he can.
Yeah.
They're typically fun to watch.
So on 3rd and forever, they'll go back to the ground, and
nice.
What a first down saving tackle there. And he had all sorts of room to run after that. Instead of Clay Lazier, it's going to be 4th and 18.
Yeah, so you're exactly right. Clay definitely saved that first down because that Cash boy was off to the first down marker by far if Clay didn't make that tackle, and he made a one-leg tackle, so very good.
So the punt team comes on 4th and 18. 9:25 to go in the half. 7-6 Bobcats, and they'll get the ball back.
Little confusion here. Looks like the North Callaway subbing in somebody. Still some confusion.
They haven't started the play clock yet. Now they do.
It's a lot of time burned off there, allowing them to make the correct substitution. You should know what punt team is.
Yeah.
Good snap.
Much better kick this time.
Kick. Hits at the 41-39.
But it just dies when it hits the ground. Yep. So doesn't take a bounce either way. Stopped right at the 37-yard line of the Bobcats with 8:56 to play.
Yeah, so Bowling Green will come out and see if Bowling Green can do something offensively. It's nice to have a change of possession with no TV timeout.
Right.
Yeah.
You can kind of see what's going on.
Yeah, Bowling Green sitting here on the near sidelines, talking it over with Coach K, giving a little encouragement, maybe a little what for, I don't know which one.
Have I taken a commercial break after a punt? Sure I have.
Like a 10-second one,
There was
right?
extenuating circumstances.
I see.
So the Bobcats get the ball back from the 37-yard line. I formation on first down. 3 receivers. Now they empty it out. They do a pitch to the right. It was a backward pass.
That's going to be.
Did it go out of bounds or North Callaway get it? North Callaway got it before it went out.
Unbelievable.
Oh, my goodness. So the Bobcats turn it over for the second time. That takes us back to the keys to the game.
Yeah, so this is a play that I've seen Bowling Green run both in junior high and in high school, and I'm not a huge fan of it because the quarterback does not have to throw that ball backwards like they set him up doing.
Yeah.
In any small mistake is a turnover. And then the running back in that case just kind of watched the ball roll on the ground thinking, it's incomplete. That's backwards. That's a fumble.
Yeah. So now North Callaway gets it back. They cashed in on the first Bowling Green turnover, and they're running it up the gut this time, and that's their best run in a while.
Yeah, by far. Yeah, they've got to – North Callaway has to capitalize here on this turnover, especially, inside the 30. They've got to do something.
Gain of 5 on first down.
They got 8:30 left here in the second quarter, so they need to get this and get the ball back at halftime if they want it to benefit from this turnover.
2nd and 5 from the 24 of the Bobcats. Pitch out to the near side. And Starks got his legs and brought him down.
Yeah, good read by Michael Starks from the safety position. That pitch to the outside. Michael read that almost immediately and was kind of walking his way forward. And as soon as he had that clear alley, he charged it and made a good initial contact to shut that play down. Maybe a gain of 1 or 2, maybe.
You're the play caller for North Callaway. You keeping it on the ground here, 3rd and 4?
I think I am probably.
It's 4-down territory, right?
I will. Yes, I agree, and I will tell you, with Michael Starks pressing as hard as he's pressing, it would be a good time for a play action pass here. But I think I'm running it.
On 3rd down, it's a pitch out to the far side, going sideways.
Going completely sideways.
Now he's turning around, and he got away from the first wave. He's not going to get away again.
So the first wave was, 4 guys? The second wave was 5.
Yeah. Cody Cash on the run.
And that's arm tackling. Cody Cash was out there all the way to the sideline, the far sideline. He made contact initially by a Bobcat who makes arm tackle contact with him, and Cody spins completely out of that. And then, like you said, the other 2 guys missed him, and then the next 5 got him.
So a loss of about 1.5 yards on the play. Could have been a lot more. 4th and about 6. And they are going for it here.
Get loud here. Watch the ball.
On 4th and 6 for North Callaway. Fakes.
Pass.
Here's the pass. It's a dump off, and I think they got enough for the first. Breaking a tackle, and he's short of the end zone, but a first down. It's going to be 1st and goal from about the 2-yard line. Wortman, the running back, got that screen pass and takes it all the way down to the Bobcat 2. 6:33 to play.
Roll-out pass out here, and he hit the Wortman, which I guess is a tight end maybe, on that out route, and, one Bobcat hit him and just completely arm tackle missed him.
So on 1st and goal,
up the gut.
Up the gut they go, and nothing there. Bring him straight down. And looks like no gain on the play.
Yeah, that was the entire defensive line for Bowling Green that won that front 3. Jacob Grummel, Andrew Biggs, Matt McDonald, I think they were all in there. So looks like Jacob Bowen was in there too for a good play. So that's good pressure up front to get in there and really fight. And that's what we've seen North Callaway, it looks like, do, is they really push the ball to the middle of the field. So you want to crash that A and B gap simultaneously. Quarterback
keeper, and he is very close, and he's in. 5:29 to play, and North Callaway pulls ahead.
That's a tough one to read because their quarterback gets way, way under center, so he's going to be hard to pick up once the center forces out and starts blocking. But you're right, that was a good run for the quarterback for a touchdown. 12-7 is currently the score, and looks like they're going to go for 2 again here.
Try and make it a 7-point lead.
Pass.
Rolls out to the near side, puts it in the air, and they do get the 2-point conversion to cash.
Yeah, got to read that. That's the same score the Bowling Green runs on that out route. They're just doing it from an I formation versus a spread.
North Callaway 14, Bowling Green 7.
So with 5:29 to go, it's now 14-7. North Callaway leads Bowling Green in Week 6 action on Eagle 102.
Is it time to renew, redo, or rebuild? People's Bank and Trust can help you make those home improvements without springing a leak in your budget. I'm Christine Rutherford, and we have loans designed specifically for repairs and renovations, along with home equity lines of credit. Stop by your local People's Bank in Bowling Green and let's talk about how People's Bank can help you. People's Bank and Trust online at www.pbtc.net or give me a call at 573-324-2525. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender, MLO number 421603, NMLS number 407724.
The Eagle 102 Game of the Week is brought to you by J&D Tire and Auto, Perkins Electrical Services, and All Parts.
So with 5:29 to go, the kickoff comes back Bowling Green's way. It's fielded at the 17-yard line.
Good.
Breaking through out to the 39. That's a good return that time by Hunter Smith.
Yeah, Christian Griffith there for North Callaway made a touchdown-saving tackle because had he missed that tackle, Hunter Smith would have been
he had a head of steam.
Yeah, he was going hard. And that's where these kickoff returns are so different. If you hit the first level at full speed, you run such a better chance of breaking that tackle and being gone.
Mm-hmm. Motion on 1st and 10 for the Bobcats, and they've got to protect the ball here. Last possession most likely of the first half for the Bobcats, and they get about 4 on first down.
Yeah, Gavin Dieters gets the ball and just crashes hard to the center of the field, gains about 4 yards, 3 yards.
Just shy of the 45-yard line. At the 44. Second and we'll call it 6.
Okay.
And on second down, slow developing play and tripped up after getting across the line of scrimmage is Dieters on second down.
It gains another about 2, maybe another 3.
It looked like he was
third down.
Just plotting it out, trying to find where that crease in the defense was. It never really opened up, but he still went forward. It's 3rd and 3.
And that's a patience you don't see in a lot of young high school kids.
Brakefield going to take it on 3rd down. He's got first down yardage across the 50 into T-Bird territory in the 48-yard line.
Yeah, and that was a good couple moves by Nick. He faked the ball to Charlie Bowen up the middle, and then he had to make a couple guys miss to gain those yards and did a good job.
For another Bobcat first down.
Now, see what I like down here, what North Callaway does on defense is they're only giving George Niemeyer, this wide receiver, 5 yards. That's something that South Callaway gave. They were given 10, 12 yards last week.
Running on first down.
Charlie
and
Bowen.
Right across the middle is Bowen. He's got another first down across the 40 to the 36-yard line.
Yeah, great handoff play up. And there's a little bit of a difference there we talked about last time. Gavin Dieters kind of waited and waited and waited. Well, that one, Charlie Bowen was past the line of scrimmage at full speed right away. So there's a benefit to both.
Quick snap count that time. Bowling Green right back to the line, but they can't really capitalize. They had North Callaway out of sorts, but the T-Birds stop them for a 1-yard gain.
Bowling Green doesn't run a tight end, and that's one of the problems that they have in this running the ball scheme that we have. They got to get that outside end or linebacker blocked, and sometimes they miss him.
On 2nd and 9.
Getting the play from Coach here.
Bowen in as a blocker, it looks like this time. Now he goes in motion to the near side. Straight up the middle again, and not a whole bunch there.
See, that's one of those things where they pick up that outside end or linebacker with Charlie when he comes in motion. It's another thing that you could pick up, in my mind, if you put a tight end down on the field instead of that extra running back.
Mm-hmm.
And then your tight end, you could jump right into the West Coast offense and dump the ball to him.
Exactly.
In the event you feel like passing.
Oh, high snap, and Brakefield has to fall on it. At least it's not another turnover, but a big loss on the play.
Yeah, covered by Evan Mackey, the outside linebacker for North Callaway, but the ball was snapped high, and then it was almost like nobody knew where the ball was for a few minutes.
The quarterback and the running back ran into each other.
Yeah.
They were both trying to catch that ball. So that makes it 4th and about 17, so the Bobcats going to have to punt.
Well, I think this is the right decision at this time in the ball game, too. You're still only down 7. Kick the ball hard and stop them and come back the second half and make a difference. 2 bad snaps on the punt.
And he's going to try and go for it.
That, though.
Yeah. He gets almost all the yardage from the fumble back, but
that was a bad decision on Fleming to run the ball. He could have kicked that ball unless it was a called keeper. And when I looked down at the sidelines here, it didn't look like that was a called play. Kick the ball. You got time. Kick it.
Well, if you want to look at it this way, the last punt netted 12 yards.
Yeah, that's true.
This one got him about 8. So really.
Yeah, about equal.
Yeah.
You're right. I agree.
So 1st and 10 for the T-Birds. They're going to throw to the near side, and it is overthrown.
Yeah, good thing, too, because that ball put in the right spot would have been a touchdown.
Cody Cash, the intended target. And it'll be 2nd and 10. Clock stops with 1:52 to play in the first half. And again, North Callaway will get the second half kickoff. So their plan is to score as time expires and then get the ball back.
Well, and I think that's good play on them, honestly, as long as he's throwing the ball where it's not going to be intercepted. You know, put it where nobody can catch it if you're going to throw it. Keeper, that's not a –
Again, broke a tackle and then suffered the consequences for breaking that tackle.
Yeah, and I can't tell you who was in on that. Matt McDonald was in on that. Clay Lazier was in on that. But the initial contact, Bowling Green had that was a designed quarterback keeper, and contact was made 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage, and then he was tackled right at about the line of scrimmage.
Perez was also in there.
Perez was in there. So hard to see when they're all there.
3rd and 7.
High formation. This will just be a run.
Pitch out to the near side. He looks like he's going to
throw it.
It goes back across the field, and it is incomplete. Couple of Bobcats there. Chance for a pick, but it would have been a spectacular catch if he would have got it.
Yeah, there would have had to be a whole lot of ups to catch that ball, yeah. Yeah, and it looks like your halfback didn't have near the arm your quarterback does. So 4th down and 5, 4th down and 7 here for Bowling Green's defense.
Minute 2
left to play in the half.
So maybe the Bobcats will get it back for an abbreviated possession here to end the half. They'll have about 50 seconds to work with as the kick.
Bad kick.
Goes to the far side. It's going to take a North Callaway roll, though.
Goes backwards.
And it's
still going backwards.
And, he's brought down backwards at the 24-yard line. Fleming.
Looks like he lost about 12 yards there on that return.
1st and 10 Bobcats.
That's one I would have just walked away from.
Or I agree, or pick it up and go straight ahead.
Yeah.
Don't come back this way because, and then Cash was, I think, the one in on that tackle, and we've seen him run, so we know he's not going to. We know that you're going to have to be awful speedy to outrun one of them Cash boys.
Yep. 1st and 10 from the
North Callaway has no safety currently lined up.
Bobcat 24.
And I guess they got
48 seconds to play in the half.
Oh, they got 2 safeties here.
And it's a give on 1st down for a gain of about 3. I think that's going to end up being the last play of the half. They may run one more. They will.
I'm throwing this ball to Fleming deep.
Back is Brakefield.
It's not coming to Fleming.
The far side, it's
caught.
Was it caught? Never saw a signal. No, incomplete pass. Caught it out of bounds.
He did catch it.
Pass
apparently,
it's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Bowling Green rolled out to the right that time in that spread offense, and Nick threw the ball to one of his 3 wide receivers on the right side. But we've got Fleming over here. Here comes George Niemeyer now. So they've got 2 twin wide receivers on both sides in shotgun formation.
Back to throw is Brakefield. Now steps up in the pocket, breaks a tackle, He's on the run, and he's brought down, and a flag. That's a high tackle, yeah. And we have an injured T-Bird in the backfield.
Oh, he's up. He's up.
He'll limp off.
Injuries and hurt always refer me back to the greatest football movie ever, The Program.
Yeah.
Are you injured or are you hurt?
That's an oldie there.
Yeah. Well, we're not spring chickens.
That one and Blue Chips came out about the same time. Yeah.
Yep, it sure did. Face mask was the call, so Bowling Green will get 15 yards and a first down with 14 seconds left in the half.
Well, how much arm does Nick Brakefield have? You got 14 seconds.
I'm trying it. He's young. Surely he's got a 50-yard arm. Nope. He don't have 50-yard time. Nick Brakefield breaks outside, makes a move, makes a guy miss. He's down with 5 seconds, so they call a timeout.
Do you take a timeout?
It looked like Coach Chin did take a timeout.
3 seconds left. Now they're inside the 50 to the 43. It'll be 2nd and 1. And the Bobcats take a timeout. We'll keep it here. 14-7, North Callaway leads, and they'll get the ball back to start the second half. Bowling Green, one more shot to try and break the plane and tie this game or take the lead with the 2-point conversion.
If you're going to take the shot, you got to take the shot. You can't just drop back and then quarterback keep running. You've got to sit back, stay there, let your feet settle down, and drive off your back foot and let the ball go as far as you can. Let somebody run underneath of it. George Niemeyer's a tall kid. We've seen Deontay Fleming make some great deep catches. Let's give it a shot.
We'll see as they come back out on the field.
Bowling Green lined up in their trips left, a single wide receiver to the right. So we've got trips near the near side of the field. Bowling Green going right to left here in the last 3 seconds of the first half. Brakefield waits for his call. Calls for the ball, and it is a bad snap.
Oh, don't slide. He's down. Hey, whoa! That's a penalty.
There you go. Let it go, Nick. Let it go.
The half is over.
High snap. Brakefield falls on it, but there is a flag.
So we are going to get one last play, it looks like, and Coach is going to give it a shot because that ought to be.
Yeah, you can't end on a defensive penalty.
Yeah, it ought to end, and it'll be. Will it be 15 yards from there? And they'll have to take it, won't they?
Yes.
They can't decline it, or the half is over. So it'll have to. If they accept it, it'll be 15 yards from where he was tackled.
So it's going to put you right about the 50.
Yeah, so that'll put the play at a loss of about 7 yards.
Yeah.
So it'll be 2nd and 8.
Yep.
From about the 50. Personal foul against North Callaway.
That is going to be a personal foul against the Thunderbirds.
Oh, you got to cash in here.
I think so. I think you try it. You scream at your center. I don't know who your center is here, but that's a couple.
Down to end the first half.
Yeah, so they're going to ask what he wants because it should be 15 yards from the penalty.
Yeah.
So that'll put Bowling Green at about 5, 10, 15, at about the 46-yard line. Should.
On time play, yeah. Okay. 47.
So the 47, I was pretty close.
47-yard line, 1st and 10.
I'm 42. I think I got a 47-yard arm still. Well, maybe not.
I had shoulder surgery. I don't have a 15-yard arm anymore.
Shotgun formation, trips left, single wide receiver at the top. Brakefield calls for the ball, 3-step drop. Got to throw the ball.
Yep.
And another flag.
Another flag in the backfield.
Another penalty on the play.
We'll see if if it's against the T-Birds, we'll play another down.
I think this is going to be against Bowling Green because there's a little discussion out there currently with
hold, and the half is over. 14-7, our score after 2 quarters.
Declined.
North Callaway leading Bowling Green after 2. We go to the locker room, and it's time for the Eagle 102 halftime show on KJFM Radio.
The Eagle 102 halftime report is coming up, sponsored by Cellular and Satellite Center.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Wait, there's more. They also offer several options for internet service with Viasat, HughesNet, and AT&T. Hold on, there's still more. They can also do security system installations, have TVs in stocks, mounts, and cables. Now a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
The Mercantile Bank in Louisiana says now's the time to sign up for online banking and bill pay. You won't have to get out in the weather. With online banking, you can bank day or night from your home, office, or anywhere with internet access. Check account balances, view checks, and much more. Stop in today to learn more about online banking and bill pay at the Mercantile Bank, downtown Louisiana, your hometown bank. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service. But did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. At Ingram Plumbing, we're ready to meet all your plumbing needs. I should know. I'm Bonnie Ingram, and I've worked there for over 50 years. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana. It's now time for the Eagle 102 halftime report, sponsored by Cellular and Satellite Center.
14-7, North Callaway leads the Bowling Green Bobcats here in Week 6. We played 2 quarters, and Chris, what do you think so far?
Well, I think that your keys of the game were probably what we should talk about the most. I mean, right off the bat, we want to keep the ball away from the Cash boys, and that didn't happen. And offensively, we've seen Bowling Green be able to move the ball, so they need to stick with some of that pass or run pass. You know, they need to kind of break this up a little bit. Defensively, I don't know that there's anything Bowling Green really needs to make an adjustment on. I think they're playing good defensive football, but it's like you said, keys of the game were Cash has got a pertinent interception here, and then has got a decent touchdown pass to start the game. So, I think Bowling Green can play this. We just have to come out in the second half and play strong.
Yeah, I think I don't think they're going to stick with the passing game, North Callaway, in the second half of this one. I think that was a wrinkle they put in because they knew Bowling Green was going to be expecting the run, and Bowling Green has done such a good job against the run so far in this ball game. But our third key was take care of the ball, and you're -2. In the turnover battle, and they've scored 2 touchdowns on those possessions.
On both of those possessions, yeah, exactly right. And then I think we've also seen some things to talk about. We've seen some bad decision-making on Bowling Green players' positions.
Yeah.
We've seen a couple bad snaps, which hurt, but those are going to happen. But what you need in those bad situations is good, sound decision-making. And we had a punt that had he punted, he probably would have
pinned him back a little farther.
Yeah, pinned him back and got that out, but that worked to their advantage in that set of series. The bad pass that turned into the interception. But again, Nick's a young kid. He hasn't had a whole lot of playing time. So, playing this year and then he's got all the next year. If he plays again, that'll benefit him so quite a bit. Yeah, but I don't think Bowling Green needs to be in at halftime here screaming and yelling at anybody because they're not playing bad football. They have got to get these. They kind of have been stalling out here in the 40 or 30-yard line of the football field.
Some scores from around the area. In the QP Classic, Bowling Green defeated Jeff City 7-5. Turner went complete game for the win. Dameron was 3 for 4 with an RBI. Norton 2 for 3. Dieters 2 for 3. They'll play Ponca City, Oklahoma on the green field at 8:15 in the second game of the QP Classic. So there's a softball score for you. And the football scores are kind of trickling in. Near halftime, Monroe City leads South Shelby 24-0. So the Panthers, they had a good first half in that ball game against a team That's Bowling Green saw in week 1 in South Shelby and lost 2 by 4. Palmyra, big 4th down stop. 4:17 left in the half. They lead 7-6 over Kirksville. So there you go. Very tight game there with Palmyra and Kirksville in week number 6, and we'll try and find you some more scores as we go along. It's 14-7 here. Bowling Green trailing North Callaway, and we'll come back with more of the Eagle 102 halftime show after this.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Wait, there's more. They also offer several options for internet service with Viasat, HughesNet, and AT&T. Hold on, there's still more. They can also do security system installations, have TVs in stocks, mounts, and cables. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Hi, this is John. I'm one of the pharmacists you see at Family Drug in Louisiana and the Bowling Green Pharmacy. We're right here with personal and prompt service, giving you the answers about your medications. If you're new in town, come get acquainted. If you're one of our regulars, thank you. You are always welcome to come in and just say hi. The right people, the right service, right downtown. Family Drug, 3rd in Georgia in Louisiana, and the Bowling Green Pharmacy on the square in Bowling Green.
This moment of relief, brought to you by your local State Farm agent, who also brings relief with insurance for what you value most.
Visit Cindy Blaylock Agency in Louisiana.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
And one more score. It's been a while since there's been an update. I haven't had an update since the end of the first, but Louisiana led at the end of one, 18-0 over Dupo, Illinois. So the Bulldogs looking for their first victory of the season, up by a couple of scores and then some, actually, over Dupo, Illinois on their homecoming night from Louisiana High School. Here it's 14-7 as the band plays Little Shop of Horrors. We even have a Rick Moranis look-alike out there playing the. Well, that's not a trumpet. It's not a French horn. What's the big trumpet? I can't remember the big trumpet. I was a saxophone player. I could tell you every saxophone.
I played the sousaphone.
You played the sousaphone,
which is ridiculous since I weighed like 120 pounds all through school and I had to carry a massive tuba.
Yeah. That's a large instrument.
Yes.
I had the tenor and alto sax. That was my wheelhouse. and my wheelhouse was not very big. Second, then third chair. I think every year of high school I moved down a chair.
I didn't play music in high school. I did it in elementary and middle school when we had to.
Playing it would be a stretch to say what I did.
I think I would be in that same boat. Okay. I was merely a person to carry an instrument.
So changes Bowling Green can make in the second half. I think the game plan is sound. They just need to make that better decision.
Yeah, I think we've seen like I said, we've seen a couple of bad snaps which have really worked out negatively for their offense. I do agree with you. I think game plan is working. I think that Bowling Green knows something here against North Callaway, and I think as long as they continue to push the ball like they are, but they have to be, and I think you would agree with me, they have to be not afraid to throw the ball out here in the flat or throw the ball on the slant.
Yeah.
And so we'll talk about a couple of the bad things that happened. The bad snaps have happened.
Mm-hmm.
The backwards pass that we didn't go get because we thought it was an incomplete pass, which turns out it's a fumble, which has always been a fumble, so that's not an issue. And then a couple of the punts. We've got a couple bad punts and then a decision to run instead of kick the ball. But those are things that are going to happen, so they have to overcome those. And I don't think that you get away from your initial game plan because we've seen Bowling Green twice drive the ball down the field into scoring position and then falter out. So,
yeah, and both of their touchdowns have followed a turnover. But when you they picked up the 15-yard face mask, which was probably an inadvertent face mask, the defense banded together. So it seems like when the defense makes the mistake, they can kind of pick up for themselves. They need to pick up for the offense a little bit, get the offenses back. And, with so many guys playing both ways, it's still the same group out there, but you got to pick up for your offense the way you do for your defensive mates.
Yeah, no, and I agree with you completely. I think the thing that we talk about too in game plan, right, is to make sure defensively you don't change anything.
Yeah.
Because Bowling Green's played very good defense.
Yeah.
And I think that's one thing to take away from here is, you know what, we're at halftime and we're at 14-7, but there's no way. I mean, North Callaway doesn't have 50, 60 yards offense running total.
Right.
So I think when we talk about game plan and we talk about some of those things, I think Bowling Green sticks to what they're working and push, and they're going to do just fine.
Yeah, I can't give them that short field, that's for sure.
No, you're right.
Like they did a couple of times in the first half. But defensively playing great. Offensively can show a little improvement. Like you said, hitting that receiver in the flat would be a good start, and making a little bit quicker decision. Brakefield, he is the backup. He is younger.
Yep.
He needs to step up his game and make a stride forward tonight. Show he's the quarterback to take this Bobcat team into the future.
Well, and I think one thing that Nick has to do, and this isn't specific to just Nick, because Austin Callahan needs to do the same thing when he was playing. These Bowling Green quarterbacks need to show they're not afraid to take a shot down the field, and that's something we barely see all year. Nick needs to take a shot down the sidelines. I don't care if the ball hits the orange 30-yard line marker out here and is nowhere near anybody.
Make them think.
That's right. A safety's going to go, whoa, I can't cheat up because he's going to throw the ball over my head and I need to be back here. And I think if Nick takes that shot downfield, whether it's to a receiver or it's just, like I said, to the 20-yard, to the orange pylon, I don't care. Show them you're not afraid to throw the ball.
And you've got that arm that can do it.
And that's the other thing. You got that arm. We see him take these 3-step drops, and then it's almost he gets back into that 3rd-step drop, and then it's almost, I'm not quite confident, or maybe he doesn't see the receiver. But you know what? A lot of this in this quarterback position in this Wildcat offense that they run so often, it's about throwing the ball to the spot. You got to trust your guys going there. You let the ball go. And I think that's probably the hardest thing to teach a young quarterback is, hey, this guy's running a 9 or running a fly. You just put the ball to the 10-yard line. That's where he's going. And I think we've seen his lack of confidence because he drops back, he's there, he waits for a second, and then, boom, he's off and running. Take that shot. Show him you're willing to throw the ball. But he's on the field. Maybe he sees something we don't.
True, very true. And I'm from up here. It just seems like he's afraid to step back up and put his body into harm's way to make that throw.
Yeah, and that's a hard thing to teach a guy to stand in there and take that shot as you're throwing the ball. And it's not a fun position to be in, but when it works out, you definitely are the hero.
Yeah, and he has the tools. Mm-hmm. He has the talent. He just has to get to that point in his mind to say, forget about it. I'm going to do it and see how it turns out.
Well, and I think that we saw that initial slant pass, which was an interception at the very beginning of the game. And then we seen this second slant pass that he threw double coverage, but he threw high. Mm-hmm. And I think that was him overcompensating for that first interception. He didn't want to make that same mistake, so he put it a little different spot. And that caused a little bit high pass to not be catchable. But he's just got to be confident in himself. And I think that's one of the things that I know you've heard. You've called football games for years. You've heard coaches say, you're the only person that doesn't believe in you. We all believe in you. Just do it. We know you can do it or you wouldn't be there. And I know Coach K feels that way about Brakefield. I know he's got confidence in the kid. I've heard him say it. So now we just need to see Nick find his own self-confidence.
Yep. 14-7 after 2 quarters. We're about 4 minutes away from kickoff of the second half. It'll be the T-Birds taking the second half kickoff as they deferred to the second half. And Bowling Green looking for that second half magic again. play comeback Bowling Green here in 2019.
Yeah.
We'll take a break, come back, check the ticker again, and kick this second half off after this on Eagle 102.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Wait, there's more. They also offer several options for internet service with Viasat, HughesNet, and AT&T. Hold on, there's still more. They can also do security system installations, have TVs in stocks, mounts, and cables. Now a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Farmers, the crew at Mike's Tire and Service Center is here to serve you. They know the hours you put in, definitely not your typical 8 to 5, which makes it difficult to get that equipment in for service. Therefore, they offer on-the-farm tire repair. Call Mike's Tire and Service Center and they'll be happy to work with you to get you back to operation as usual. Hi folks, my name is Cody Kirkendall, new owner of Mike's Tire and Service Center, located on Business Highway 61 in Bowling Green. Mike's Tire and Service Center proudly supports all area farmers.
Bank from anywhere with Bank of Louisiana's new Freedom Checking account. No minimum balance, no monthly fees, and free access to all of their mobile and online banking services, like mobile check deposit, text banking, and online bill pay. Bank on your own terms with Freedom Checking from Bank of Louisiana. Stop by either Bank of Louisiana location today for more details or to open an account. Bank of Louisiana, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Home data rates may apply. Check with your carrier for details. Freedom Checking from Bank of Louisiana.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
Well, Gordon got us an update. Louisiana leads in that ball game now. If I can pull it back up.
Thank you, Gordon.
32-14.
32-14. Go Bulldogs.
So there's the Bulldogs. Brown County and Unity tied at 7 at the half. And I had a Pittsfield trailing Athens 28-0 at the half. Is that the game we were looking at? I think it was. Or they playing? They played the Pretzels last week. They're down 28-0 at the half to Athens this week. So there you go. Some scores from around the area. Mentioned Palmyra in a tight one against Kirksville. Here it's a pretty tight one. One score differentiates these teams 14-7. The T-Birds lead Bowling Green through 2 quarters, and we're just about ready to kick off the second half in about a minute and 20. We'll take another short break. Come back with kickoff after this on Eagle 102.
Frugal living, better budgeting, energy savers. They're all Show Me the Way classes taught by NECAC. Call 324-6633 to sign up. That's a Twin Pike Events reminder from Eagle 102.
Cranking up more hot new country and your all-time favorites on Eagle 102 KJFM.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Wait, there's more. They also offer several options for internet service with Viasat, HughesNet, and AT&T. Hold on, there's still more. They can also do security system installations, have TVs in stocks, mounts, and cables. Now a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Follow your area teams throughout the season in person, on air, and online by staying tuned to your area sports leader, Eagle 102. Brought to you by Cindy Blaylock Insurance Agency, Young Enterprise, and JD Tire and Auto.
14-7. Cardinals lost 3-0.
That's what I was waiting for. I had to take my headphones off. I didn't see the score earlier.
Here, the Bobcats trail by a touchdown, and they'll have to wait a bit to get the ball as they'll be kicking off to North Callaway to start the second half as the teams make their way back onto the field.
Well, unfortunately here, they do got to wait some time, but fortunately we've seen Bowling Green playing some good defense, so maybe that wait won't be all that long.
Second Baptist Church is hosting a fifth quarter tonight.
Bowling Green will be kicking the ball from right to left as you look at your you can't. Can you say radio dial?
Yeah, you
radio.
You can say whatever you want.
As you look at your no, that's not true. As you look at your radio touchscreen monitor.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever you got.
Yeah. As you look where the music is coming from, they're going right to left.
Well, it's sports right now.
Oh, that's right. My voice. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I could sing.
No, you're good.
Yeah, I'd probably get fired. If Mary Ann's listening, I'd probably be, or Gordon even. Whoever, or Tom.
Here come the Bobcats to kick it off, and they kick it off. It's a nice one all the way down to the about 14-yard line. That's where Cash takes it.
Outside.
And tripped up. Oh. Taken down to the 27-yard line, 28.
Yeah, good kick. Really good kick. But Cash, like you said, gets the ball. And, man, he comes fast, and that's a guy you want to get your hands on or body on quick just to slow him down so the next thing you know he's not at the 50 and then the touchdown.
He's got such a low center of gravity. I mean, he's short, he's stocky, and he's quick.
Looks like both of those boys are well built for running the ball.
Uh-huh. So 1st and 10, they gave them all the way out to the 29. So that's where North Callaway takes over, 1st and 10.
Bowling Green in like a 5-2 pass.
And it's a screen and incomplete.
Yep. That's a legit flag. Pass interference on Clay Lazier.
See, I'd say it's an uncatchable ball, though.
Nah,
he threw it about 5 yards over his head.
Yeah, I guess you could look at uncatchable, but Clay was all over that guy, pushing him from the back while the ball was in the air.
Yeah. So, not a great start for Bowling Green defensively because he didn't need to make the push.
No, yeah, I think that ball would have been incomplete because it was thrown a bit high. You're absolutely right. But that'll be 15 yards and a first down.
All the way down to the 44-yard line of North Callaway. 11:47 to play.
High formation. Bowling Green kind of running around. Pitch left, it looks like. Ball's cut inside. There's one big run.
He's going to get very close to the first down, and they're going to give it to him. 10-yard run.
Yeah, so good seal on that outside by the Thunderbirds offensive line. You get that outside linebacker cut inside, and then there's not much to do except rely on your corner to make that tackle.
I think Bowling Green was a little down on themselves after giving up that penalty.
Agreed.
Maybe another timeout there would have been, it was just too early to take one.
Big
refocus
outside run
them
again.
All the way to the near side across the Bobcat 30. On the run by the 32.
That is.
Peyton Olson, sophomore.
Ball spotted at the 27-yard line. 1st and 10, North Callaway.
So the Bobcats need to pull it together on defense this time.
So I think something we saw different in the first half already is it looked like to me Bowling Green is not lining near as much up outside as they were in the first half, and there's a lot of confusion here
and they're
again
go
on the Bowling Green defense.
Ran right into the empty spot created by that confusion and get themselves a gain of 5.
Yeah, I don't know what Bowling Green is currently doing. That's 2 plays that we've seen here where the defensive line wasn't even on the line of scrimmage. They were still up and bouncing around. Trying to make changes. Just line up and attack the gap and the ball. See, they're not even set again right now. I think they're lining up specifically against players is what the defense is doing. And North Callaway's taking advantage. Nice tackle.
That time.
That is down.
Knee went down after the initial contact.
Braden
and that'll
Perez.
bring up 3rd down after the tackle by Perez for a loss of about 2. Finley also there.
Lost the couple on the play, brings up a 3rd.
He lost a full 2 yards on that play, down to 10:15 to go.
And it looked like he got up like he was trying to say he wasn't down, but it looked like he was pretty flat on his rump there.
Uh-huh.
See, Bowling Green's trying to line up again against their people. In North Callaway's taking advantage because a quick
pitch
snap.
out
Pitch
to the far
left.
side.
Good coverage by the defense.
Good
flag
block, but
comes
there's
in.
a flag after that in the area of holding.
Got a flag on the play.
I love it when they come here and point to their flag. It is holding. Yeah, I threw a flag. Yeah, I know. It's yellow. We saw it.
Stops the clock with 9:58 to go in the 3rd. Bobcats need to stop, and this penalty will help them.
And that'll put it at about, 3rd and 12 maybe?
It was at the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be longer than that. 3rd and probably 18.
Yep. Right there, 17, 18, all the way back to the 37-yard line of the Bobcats.
So it's 3rd and 18 here, we'll say. So let's not make a huge mistake here. Just don't give up the big play. And
37-yard line.
Get yourself set at the line. Bowling Green wants some pressure here.
Yep, I formation. Fake, it's going to be a
pass.
Handoff, he just
gets away
missed
from
him.
one, puts the ball in the air, and it is incomplete at the 25-yard line. It'll bring up 4th and 18 with 9:33 to go.
And Jaden Henry did a pretty good job to get away from that one tackle, the quarterback for North Callaway, and then he did an even better job to just to throw the ball and get it close to one of his receivers out there.
Had a little wobble in it, but got it to the right spot. The receiver just couldn't stretch himself out far enough to get it.
You know what a wobbly touchdown is?
A touchdown?
A touchdown. That's exactly right. It'll be a punt here.
From
Good
just inside
kick.
the 50. And it's going to take a Bowling Green bounce through the end zone. Touchback will give it to the Bobcats at the 25.
Good kick from the North Callaway punter. He just didn't have quite enough height on it to get the ball that one last turn to get the bounce he needed.
Needed a little backward English on it, like a golfer puts on there.
I watched the NFL one time, and they were talking about Peyton Manning, and the interviewer told Peyton Manning that his passes looked a little more wobbly than used to. And Peyton said, I went back and looked at that. You know what I noticed? I'm still throwing a lot of touchdowns. Bowling Green comes out, twins left and twins right, shotgun motion from the top of the field. Pitch to the motion man. He's got a lead blocker.
Yeah.
Oh, bad block, but a good run.
High tackle, but didn't get the face mask or the back of the shoulder pads.
Yeah, Gavin Dieters there had a block on his guy, and the guy he was blocking actually made the tackle. I didn't see who the ball carrier was in that play.
But it's a gain of 8. So a good gain on first down after Bowling Green's defense got the stop. Now you put yourself in a situation to put together a long drive and tie this game.
Roll out right. Good block by the running back. Good throw back to his left to the middle of the field.
Catches it at the 45 and takes it to the 47-yard line. Enough for the first down with 8:42 to go.
Is that Ryan Cordy that caught that ball?
I believe so.
Ryan Cordy was just waiting at the hash mark, and Breaksfield hit him in the middle, and then Ryan cut back to the middle of the field.
Ball had a lot of mustard on it, too. Probably just stuck in his stomach. Running again. Quarterback
keeps the ball
keeps
himself.
Didn't fool anybody. Gets maybe a yard or two on the play.
Yeah, and I'm not so sure that Nick didn't run into the three biggest defensive players on the football field. But, yeah, he did fake that give and kept it himself and ran right into this big
Brandon Hill.
Yeah, Brandon Hill. That kid looks like a monster out there.
So 2nd and 9 after a gain of 1. 4 minutes gone here in the second half. Rolls out. Now takes it back up the middle, and there's that decision-making again. He decided really early on that whatever he was looking for wasn't there and took off up the middle. This time it pays off with a 4-yard run. It'll be 3rd and 5.
I think Coach is getting on to him there because he wants the play to develop, but I think what Nick saw was not a really good setup block by his lead running back blocker there, so he cut the ball back and used his speed to make that 5-6 yard gain.
So it's 3rd and 5 for the Bobcats across midfield into North Callaway territory. He takes off again.
Got to go hard, hit right at the line.
And brought backward, and it's going to bring up 4th down near midfield. Loss of 1 on the play. It's 4th and 6.
I think for me, I don't know what Coach K is going to think here, but, yeah, he's going to punt. I'm not so sure that I don't go for it here. We've shown we can stop them. I might give them half of the field to show me they can make it. We're going to have to see a shot downfield, and that's what we talked about at halftime. We're going to have to take one shot downfield to see what they can do. And North Callaway is lined up with a safety in that slot receiver position, so they can't throw the slant that they're used to. Good kick by Fleming. Bounces at about the 20. A good bounce to about the 10-yard line.
Be the 11, 12, yeah.
Good kick.
Really good kick by Fleming, and Deontay pinches him back a little bit.
That's a perfect kick. You can't ask for anything better than that, especially with your defense playing the way that it's playing. now because we've seen a couple big stops where they've pushed them back 10, 15 yards. With the 12-yard line, you don't got 10, 15 yards to spare.
This is as far back as the T-Birds have started all night long. 6:41 to go in the third quarter, 14-7. North Callaway leads Bowling Green.
I think I'm going to send a little extra pressure here just to show them that I'm not scared. I'm going to make them work.
On 1st and 10, they put a man in motion to the near side. Little miscommunication, ball goes down, and it's fallen on by the running back. And they'll lose a couple of yards. They're now inside the 9-yard line to about the 8.5.
Yeah, it looks like they lost about, yeah, you're right, about the 8, it says. Man, that yard marker over there looks like it's like 4 yards down.
So 2nd and 13.
It's just a fumble there between the exchange. They try to run this misdirection, and it didn't quite work out the way they wanted. With the exchange didn't get clean.
Didn't get the set again.
Just a straight lead, cut back.
Not there, and a big finish there by number 76 for the Bobcats.
Jacob Bowen.
That's Jacob Bowen again.
Yeah, that was a great cutback on the running back. He cuts back hard to the inside, and Jacob was coming back across the line. It just made a great face-to-face tackle.
4-yard gain before he gets blown up across the original line of scrimmage. 5:40 to play. It's 3rd and 9. They break the huddle with 17 on the play clock. Get to the line. Down to about 13. Plenty of time to get the play off here. 3rd and 9 for the T-Birds.
Go get that quarterback.
Back to pass.
Pass.
They go to the far side, or go up the middle with it, and it's overthrown. There's that deep ball you were talking about. Bowling Green taken, but
I'll tell you what, though, Gavin Dieters needs to be really careful. I don't know if you noticed or not, but he's got that receiver come across the middle of the field. He kind of puts his hand on his shoulder. I think in this case they called that ball uncatchable, but that almost could have been called pass interference.
So 4th and 9 from inside right at the 10-yard line.
Yeah, they got to kick here, and here's what we need out of Deontay Fleming. He needs to take this ball clean if he can, and he needs to run hard to the goal line. No side to side, just straight ahead.
Snap. They get the kickoff, and
short.
He's not going to get a chance. Takes a North Callaway bounce across the 35 to the 37.
Yep. Yeah, Bowling Green takes over at the 37-yard line. That's good field position. So I still would like to see a return out of that, but I definitely take the ball.
Well, they punted from their own 49 a couple minutes ago, so they win the field position battle. They gain themselves about 20 yards.
Now let's see some good decision-making here on our quarterback or on the quarterback and running backs and push this ball and punch it into the end zone.
On 1st and 10 for Bowling Green, they put a man in motion to the near side. They pitch it to him. Cuts it across.
Come on.
And nothing there. Runs into a triple, quadruple team, and they blow it dead as forward progress is stopped after a 1-yard gain.
So this is one thing that we taught as coaching our youth kids, and I think some of these older kids don't know this as much. They have to make a decision quicker to push the ball. We want to stretch the ball too much, and they make that decision to push the ball upfield too late. So he saw the pressure, knew he needed to go upfield, but it was too late. They were already too close to him.
They remarked the ball. It was actually a yard loss on the play. Here's Dieters.
Gavin with a big run.
Big
outside.
Move off a good block. Cuts back again. He's still on his
Touchdown.
feet. He's going to score. All the way in.
Clean.
Gavin Dieters, no flags on the play. And Bowling Green pulls with it a point with the extra point to follow.
So something to talk about here, Mark. We've talked about this. They went with the same play formation, the same motion, but gave the ball to Dieters instead of the motion back. And then Gavin like you said, had a great block, cut outside, cut back inside, and then it was just try to catch him at that point. Touchdown, Gavin Dieters, 37 yards. George Niemeyer back to kick for the extra point attempt.
To tie this game.
The hold, the kick looks good from here.
We're tied 14 all. 4:21 to go in the third quarter. Bobcats have come back. Let's see if they can get another stop after this on Eagle 102.
The human body can run like a well-oiled machine, but just like machines, they occasionally need attention. A lot of times because of accidents, injuries, or even general wear and tear, the body breaks down. This is Keith Oakes, Director of the Physical Therapy Department at Pike County Memorial Hospital. That's where therapy services can get you back to normal, daily activities. Don't let pain keep you from enjoying life. Let PCMH's team focus on your recovery so you can focus on what matters to you. Pike County Memorial Hospital, community owned, nationally known.
The Eagle 102 Game of the Week is brought to you by Young Enterprises, Calumet, Missouri, and Todd Watts Realty.
So Gavin Dieters for 37 yards and a touchdown. Couple of good cutbacks, couple of good blocks in there, and Bowling Green has knotted it up as Niemeyer 2 for 2 kicking extra points tonight.
I think you brought up a good thing to reiterate on is it wasn't just Gavin all there. There was a couple really good blocks and good reads on his part to get that ball outside where it needed to be and then back inside. Once he got back inside, that was all him and his speed. George with a big, good kick. Ball taken at about the 15. Cut to the near side of the field. Surrounded by 3 Bobcats right away.
So they pin him back inside the 20.
So this is where momentum can really change a football game. Bowling Green is now coming in. They get the ball, they get a stop, they get a pin inside the 10, they get the ball back and a touchdown, and now they're kicking. So let's see what their defense can do.
How about the special teams of Bowling Green tonight? Fleming with his punts and Niemeyer with his extra points and kickoffs. It's been a pretty good night. Fleming had that miscue earlier where
Deontay kicks the ball well when he's punting. And it looks like they're doing okay. We've got a handoff to the far side.
Not much there.
A gain of 2 or 3, and it looks like the running back there for North Callaway kind of quit running because it looked like Bowling Green had a hold of the ball and he didn't want to get the ball stripped. So it'll be 2nd and 8 maybe.
You know, I'm surprised we didn't see a rash of kids punching at the ball after last week in the NFL.
Oh man, yeah. I don't know that a lot of people are watching the NFL right now.
Oh yeah, that's true. Let's go Battlehawks, right?
That's right. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, ball bounced outside on a sweep by North Callaway for a gain of about 12.
Late flag.
Late flag. That looked clean.
I think it was something that happened out of bounds.
You think so?
Somebody didn't turn the motor off. It was a gain of about 12 on the run. And we'll see how much more this is going to be or less.
Personal foul
and
against
it is a good Bobcat. So 15 more on the end of that.
You can't really – Bowling Green has got such a crown on their field here that it's hard to see that out-of-bounds marker over there to see where some of those impacts occur. But that one looked pretty close to me. So that'll be 15 yards added on to the play. So they're going to get the ball at the – 45 maybe?
Yeah, it's going to be right there at the 45, 47.
Yard line.
Did you just make a pitch for turf?
Oh, yeah, I would preach turf. Yes, I would preach turf all day long if they would do it.
And a man of your means could probably just write that check, right?
I work for the state, remember? No.
Oh, yeah, so do I.
Yeah, that's right. I could write a check. It'd be for like $1 or so. But
well, it might bounce, but you could write a check for any amount you want.
A check, yeah. Pass.
Back to throw.
Short route.
Near side. And
got to make
at
a tackle
the 50,
here.
And they go forward for another 2 or 3. Ends up being a gain of about 7 for Cash.
Well, and good job on Hunter Smith there because that was Cash got that ball, and Hunter couldn't let go because had he done, it would have been Cash against a couple other guys, and I think he did a good job just to hold on to him, wait for backup to get there. Grummel checks out. Looks like Hayden Finley checks back in.
And they're going to send Finley back off because he didn't have his helmet on when he came in. So it's 2nd and 4.
Oh, is that what that was?
Uh-huh. He's got the cast on, so it would have been hard for him to get it snapped down. Run to the far side. Can he get the corner? Yes, he's got the first down. And then finally run out of bounds. Into Bowling Green territory, Cody Cash with 2:50 to go. The clock stops.
So I think we can see where the Cash boys get a lot of their yards is on these pitches and these sweeps.
Mm-hmm.
So Bowling Green needs to readdress this issue. And Grummel's back out there now. Jacob Bowen is sitting here on the sidelines. Probably needs to be in on the field here.
They did mark him short of the first down. I thought he had it by 2 or 3.
Yeah, I thought he did too.
But it's 3rd and inches.
Outside.
Puts it in the air. It's caught. Now it's a first down.
That's a block in the back. There we go.
There it is. 2 flags come in. 3 flags come in.
Yeah, that was a clean block, and that's how a kid gets hurt on a block like that.
Yeah. And I tell you what, he had the first down, and then he made a move backwards, too.
Yeah.
So doesn't matter because it's going to be a 15-yarder, isn't it?
Yeah, it will be 15-yard penalty, and it should be replay third down.
So instead of a first down.
It's a 10-yard penalty.
Yeah. But now it's 3rd and 10. They're back on their own side of the field, and things look a little bit better for the Bowling Green Bobcats.
North Callaway comes out in that I formation again, a receiver top and bottom of the field.
And a flag comes in from the. And again, equipment is an issue, and it's going to be a 5-yard penalty.
I don't know what this is.
It was equipment violation.
Huh.
And I think that player's been warned about his chin strap before.
And it looks like they called it on the quarterback because he's out there getting a play, and he does not look happy.
I knew that they had been warned earlier about strapping down.
Well, that's good. These refs are looking out for these guys' safety, and that's, I mean, you've been warned. How hard is it to pull it down tight and snap it?
Yep.
So 3rd and 15. Twins at the top of the field, a single wide receiver, a single back formation.
Here we go, big 3rd and 15 play. Taking their time, snapping it, now back to throw.
Oh, he's
steps up in the pocket. And he's
nice tackle.
knocked down.
Andrew Biggs.
Biggs looked like he was going for the strip as well, but the most important part was he got the stop, and it's a gain of 4, but 4th and 11.
And you watch that play unfold the way that it did. He dropped back in a 3-step drop, and then the line kind of opened up in front of him, and he pulled the ball down to take off running. And you kind of think at the beginning, that's going to be a big run. But Andrew Biggs did a good job to get over there and make the tackle.
So the punt team comes on.
Good snap.
He gets it off.
High kick.
Waiting for it is Fleming, and he'll keep waiting. It's going to be down at the 35-yard line as it took a bounce straight up in the air instead of going one way or another, and the Bobcats will have it officially at the 34th, a minute 8 to go in the third. Quick moving game here tonight. Yeah.
Seems like it. You know, this kid doesn't – I mean, that was what, a 15-yard punt, 20-yard punt? But the key to that punt to me was it went straight up, straight down, and stopped. I mean, it didn't really bounce anywhere. And they've got Bowling Green, at the 34-yard line. So, see, I think hit the ball to George right here in the slot. He's got 10 yards on that safety.
Instead, they go with a handoff. And to the far side, a nice move, and he's going to gain about 8. Gavin Dieters.
But if you look at North Callaway here, that Cody Cash, he's a junior free safety. He lines up kind of just outside of the outside linebacker, not quite in a safety position. But if they give that ball to George Niemeyer here at the slot and let him maybe make a miss, not that this Cash boy is going to miss him, but it might be worth a try.
Yeah.
See, look at it here again. Now it's the other Cash boy over here now. I think 16. Yeah, Gabe Cash is. See, look at that. He's got 10 yards here. Timeout, Bowling Green.
So we'll take 1, 2 with 23 seconds to go in the third quarter. 14-all. Bowling Green has the ball back. See if they can take the lead here late in the third or early in the fourth on Eagle 102.
When you're ready to purchase your next vehicle, visit Pogue Ford in Bowling Green and enjoy your next buying experience. At Pogue, they go the extra mile to make sure you walk away with more than just a car or a truck. They'll give you an automotive home. Pogue Ford has the new or pre-owned vehicle you're looking for, and if they don't, they'll find it. Plus, they're available for all your automotive service needs. Pogue Ford, Business Highway 61 in Bowling Green.
Follow your area teams throughout the season in person, on air, and online by staying tuned to your area sports leader, Eagle 102. Brought to you by Todd Watts Realty, Calumet of Missouri, and Bowling Green Insurance.
Third quarter drawn to a close. Timeout Bowling Green. They're back on the field, facing a 2nd and 2 from their own 42-yard line.
Showing a little pressure here. Motion from the bottom of the field.
Instead, they hand off to the second back in that play, and he's dropped for a 2-3-yard loss. It'll bring up 3rd down and 5.
Nick faked the ball to that motion back and gave the ball to Gavin Dieters, his back wide receiver, or back running back, and he was just hit almost immediately.
That'll do it for the third quarter of play. They won't get another one off. 14 all through 3. Bowling Green and North Callaway in Week 6 on Eagle 102.
It's good to aim high, and sports can help children reach their goals. Join Pike County Mutual Insurance in Bowling Green and Farm Mutual Insurance in supporting local athletes. Be sure to catch all the action this sports season. Pike County Mutual Insurance salutes young local athletes and wishes them well. And they look forward to protecting these young adults with strong insurance coverage during what is sure to be a bright future. Pike County Mutual Insurance in Bowling Green.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. So easy, anyone can use them. Once you try it, you'll just have to buy it. Stop by Bowling Green Tractor to see how easy yard work can be. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
This week's Eagle 102 Game of the Week is brought to you by Kathy Clean. Just like our area athletes, they're suited up and ready to tackle your cleaning service needs. Residential or commercial, just give them a call. Kathy Clean.
Started the fourth quarter from Bowling Green High School, Week 6. We're knotted at 14. Here's the Bobcats on a 3rd down. Brakefield has to step through a couple of men, and he's finally caught. The ball comes out, but he's down. Whistle was blown, and it's a loss of another 4, so it's going to be 4th and 9, and we'll see if the punt team comes out. They will.
Yeah, so North Callaway has picked up on the flaw here, and they're starting to pressure that outside, 2 outside linebackers. And Bowling Green is going to have to address that with a change, or they're going to catch some grief over here.
And that's what Coach Credemeyer, I'm sure, was discussing with his assistants there at the end of that possession.
Yeah, he definitely took a minute.
Not a great punt, and goes out of bounds right at the now they're going to give it all the way to the 44-yard line, or is there a penalty there? Penalty back by the kick. Roughing the kicker against North Callaway.
That's going to be roughing the kicker.
Did you see where the spot was going to be?
Yeah, they gave him an extra 3-4 yards.
I was like, where is he going?
Yeah.
This kid here, number 4, touched the ball, and he's 5 yards out of bounds.
Yep. So we'll see if this is enough for a first down.
It should be.
Or if it's an automatic. Coach K getting his troops back lined up. It's still 4th down.
Against North Callaway, it is not an automatic first down, but it is a 5-yard penalty.
More than 5.
I think we go for it here.
We'll replay the down.
They are going to kick again.
Now, the offensive line has to block. Just because you're not on offense doesn't mean you cannot block. You still have to block.
Fleming back around the 30-yard line. He has more time to kick it this time and a much better punt. Outpunts the receiving team, and it's downed at the 24-yard line by the Bobcats. 11:09 to play here in regulation.
Why didn't they let that bounce? I mean, that ball bounced up. Surely it would have kept bouncing, rolling.
To me, it looked like it was going to do another one of those where it just stopped, yeah.
Other Bobcat news,
but
the Bobcat softball team beat Jefferson City today 7-5.
So North Callaway will get the ball at the 28-yard line, and they're going from right to left in the fourth quarter here.
Only score in the third quarter belongs to the Bobcats. Gavin Dieters on a 37-yard run. On first down, another gang tackle there for Bowling Green. Met him at the line of scrimmage and pushes him back until the whistles blow.
Yeah, Bowling Green has done good against the run up the middle. These outside runs hurts them a little bit, but their defensive front is really winning this battle in the run game currently. And if they get a big stop here, they're going to get the ball with good field position again.
Mm-hmm. With a minute gone right now in the fourth quarter, it'll be 2nd and 9, so they gave him 1 on the play.
Single back formation, twins to the near side of the field, and 1 receiver at the top. Pass.
He's looking to throw. Now steps up in the pocket, and as he's hit, throws a duck, and lucky that ball didn't get intercepted.
A lot of bad negative body language here from North Callaway. I think I'm throwing a flag. If I'm a ref, you need to go back to the huddle. Number 24, Cody Cash, was not happy with a no flag thrown on what he thought should have been pass interference, but it looked pretty clean play to me.
Yeah, plus the ball was tipped, so
yeah.
I mean, that's
a
freebie.
Pass interference wouldn't apply. That's exactly right. Yeah, you're right. If it was tipped, that's a free ball. That's a free hit anyway.
Yeah. And Cash is famous for talking to everybody. To the near side on a run. And, that's very close to a late hit.
That's legit. That better not be a.
Yeah.
He's asking for another flag.
That's Cash.
Yeah. So you must see him a lot in the basketball, you say, huh?
Yeah.
Him and.
And I love it. Because I can take myself out. If he were on my team, I would absolutely love it.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, him and Hayden Finley were talking there at the end of that play.
Uh-huh.
North, yeah, that's right. North Callaway coming out in punt formation. Deontay Fleming back to catch the ball, receive good kick.
Very high. Bounces and
what
takes
a horrible, what a great
turn.
Bowling Green bounce.
Took a 90-degree angle and goes out of bounds in North Callaway territory at the 47-yard line.
That ball touched grass at the 57-yard line 4 times.
Yeah.
Or the 47, just doink, doink, doink.
Straight line. 10-10 to go, and Bobcats have it in offensive territory.
Here's how I think we take a shot here. What we talked about. Bowling Green's going left to right. They're at the 47-yard line. Shotgun formation. Pistol. Motion from the bottom to the top.
Here come the Bobcats. Back to throw is Brakefield.
Screen
pass, and it's tipped. And
got to catch that. If it hits the ref, it's in play.
Yeah, hit the referee and goes down. 2nd and 10. Clock stops. 10:05 to play in regulation.
Got to make that. That's a pass completion that has to be made. You let all those guys come past you. You got to dump that and make it complete.
There was a couple of Bobcats there, too.
Yes, there was.
On 2nd down. Again, motion. They put Niemeyer in motion. Fake the handoff. No, he gets the handoff. Takes it to the far side. Cross the line of scrimmage, and he'll fall forward for a gain of 2, maybe 3.
It looked like Ryan Cordy on that ball carry, yeah.
89, not 88.
Yeah, good run from Cordy. He got the ball, like you said, going in motion. Kind of give a little stutter step at the far edge and then turned his speed back on and gained about 3 yards.
3rd and 7. The Bobcats in a passing situation here. The North Callaway side of midfield from the 44.
I'm thinking I throw a bubble screen here.
Play clock down to 10. Now they snap the ball. Instead, they run up the gut. And again, not much there. You got about 2. It's going to bring up 4th down, and you got to go for it here.
I think so. I think you take the chance because you've seen your defense be able to stop. And even if you gain another 4 yards, they're not getting great field position, especially since Bowling Green has proven they can stop them this round.
Bowen back in the ball game.
George Niemeyer checking out.
A little extra protection there, maybe?
Well, and it'll either be extra protection or it'll be that slide motion dive play that they run with Charlie Bowen blocking.
They're going to go for it here on 4th and 5. Bouncing up and down on the North Callaway sideline. Here come the Bobcats. Brack is Brakefield to throw.
Out.
Puts it in the air, and it is incomplete off the hands of the intended target. That's Charlie Bowen. He doesn't miss many of those.
No, that ball was a little high. You can't get on him too hard, but that was there, and it was covered pretty well. You don't know what would happen if Nick kept it himself. Would he have gotten the first down or not? But, yeah, Charlie doesn't miss a lot of those, but he made a good effort to catch a high ball.
So, decent starting position from the 42-yard line for North Callaway. Like you said, Bowling Green has done a pretty darn good job, especially here in the second half, not allowing a point so far. On 1st and 10.
5 down linemen. Ball
it's a
going
handoff.
to the middle.
No,
ball's on the ground.
Bowling Green got it, and a little bit of a run back there as well, all the way down to the 36-yard line. That was a problem on the exchange.
I was looking at the running back, and he was turning around looking for the ball. I was like, what is he doing?
So the Bobcats get the defensive turnover.
Yeah, now we talked about turnovers here. Now they need to capitalize. It's not enough just to get the turnover. Now you need to score here. I don't care if it's a field goal. You got to get something.
You got to get yourself ahead. On 1st and 10 for the Bobcats. Brakefield hands off.
Gavin Dieters up the middle. Again. Good run.
And he's got about 8 on the play, it looks like, across the 30 to the 29.
In that shotgun formation again, he gives the ball to Gavin going to the inside, and there's a little bit of a hole, it looks like, on that far side in the tackle, off-tackle realm, and Gavin is taking advantage of that.
Officially 7, so it's 2nd and 3. We're inside 8 minutes now. Down to 7:59.
Pistol formation this time.
And flags come out prior to the snap. So somebody lined up in the neutral zone, it looks like.
Well, that'll be a defensive foul or penalty.
We'll see what it is.
False
start against the offense. So somebody moved.
That'll drive you crazy, but it happens in the pro level too.
Mm-hmm. So loss, a 5-yard penalty, makes it 2nd and about 8. So a 5.5-yard penalty, apparently.
Yeah. Pistol formation, motion to the near side.
And they'll hand it off. Good cut. Runs into his blocker and falls forward.
Yep. Ethan Everhart out here lead blocking, and Gavin cut that ball back inside instead of following his lead blocker outside. He would have gained a couple out of that. Might have gained a little more if he followed that block outside.
Gain of 1. Officially, it's 3rd and 7. Down to 7:15 to go in regulation. All knotted up at 14 between Bowling Green and North Callaway. The only points of the second half scored by the Bobcats.
Just burning time here, I think, is what the coach is doing a little bit.
Down to 8 on the play clock. Now 5. And they'll call a timeout with 2 seconds left on that play clock. 6:56 to go in the ball game. We're tied at 14 here in Week 6. Bowling Green and North Callaway, the Eagle 102 High School Football Game of the Week.
Hi, this is Kelsey Henderson, RN Case Manager for Pike County Home Health. Pike County Home Health offers a variety of services from skilled nursing to rehabilitation therapies. Our care is focused on helping you recover from an acute illness, surgery, accident, or change in medical condition. We strive to help you recover in an environment where you feel most comfortable. If you have any questions or home health needs, please contact us at 573-324-2111 or visit our website at pikecountyhealth.org.
Follow your area teams throughout the season in person, on air, and online by staying tuned to your area sports leader, Eagle 102. Brought to you by Twin Pike Family YMCA and Kathy Clean.
$6:56 to play, fourth quarter, 14-14. We have the best conversations up here in the press box during timeouts. Almost didn't get our headsets back on.
Yeah. Wait, there's no music. Should we be talking?
Yeah, probably. Bobcats after the timeout. Bowen comes out.
Let's see if Coach's motivational timeout works here. 3rd and 7. Pistol formation for Bowling Green.
Fakes the handoff.
There it is.
In the air.
There it is.
Deep, and it is caught. Fleming for a touchdown. That is a 33-yard catch, and that ball was caught at the goal line. That is
I love it when somebody does what we talk about.
Out throwing the coverage
That's
there.
Right. That's perfect. Nick Brakefield took that ball, play action fake, and then he threw the ball to the pylon and let Fleming go get it. As soon as he pulled that ball back to throw it, it was already awesome.
Done.
Yeah, it looked great at that point.
Niemeyer on to kick the extra point. Good snap.
Oh, a lot of pressure.
Good hold,
good
and it
kick.
is good. 3 for 3, Niemeyer. And it's a 7-point lead for Bowling Green here in week number 6. 21-14. North Callaway gets it back when we come back on Eagle 102.
Hey, this is Ryan with Mid-America Auto and Towing in Bowling Green. We've got something for everybody's budget. Everything from $1,000 all the way up to $35,000. We have a constant rotation of new inventory, including cars, trucks, and SUVs. So if you're out and you're looking for a new car, come by and see me. If you're looking for a particular vehicle and you don't see it on the lot or the website, let me know, and I'll do my best to find it for you. Mid-America Auto and Towing, just off Highway 54 in Bowling Green, is a one-stop shop. Like us on Facebook or check out our website, midamericaautoandtowing.com.
The Eagle 102 Game of the Week is brought to you by J&D Tire and Auto, Perkins Electrical Services, and All Parts.
Brakefield to Fleming for the second time tonight for a touchdown. This one for 33. And the Bobcats have the lead for the first time tonight. Niemeyer adds the extra point. He's 3 for 3 kicking extra points in this ball game. And how important is that to have a guy that can kick some extra points on your team?
Huge. That's a huge thing for your team, on just those extra points where you need them. But more importantly for the Bowling Green offense here, that's going to back this Thunderbird defense off and allow their running play to be a little more effective in the next few runs that we'll see. Yeah, great play, though. Great play action and ball in the corner and let Fleming go get it.
Now let's get a good kickoff and pin him back.
It's a good one.
Inside the 10, it's fielded in the air, takes it across the 15 to the 20, and going to be brought down short of the 25. That's a heavy tackle at the end of that return.
Yeah, by about 4 Bobcats. It looks like, I'll give you one of the numbers here.
Returner brought down.
Maybe.
6:41 to go. You get a stop here, and then you milk the clock for the final about 5.5.
Like Gunnar Bryant looked like he was in. Nope, 34. Sorry. Andrew Niemeyer.
1st and 10 for the T-Birds. No quick strikes.
Pitch
you fought
outside.
hard for that.
Yep.
Not much there. Not much there. He's brought down.
By.
It's a good tackle coming back.
Who is it?
The numbers are bunching up here late in the game. 55.
By Tristan Charlton.
There you go.
By Tristan Charlton.
Yeah, Tristan Charlton been out on injury for a while, and I think this is his first week back playing, so he's making an impact.
Loss of 3 on the play. Back to the 20-yard line. It's 2nd and 13. And it looks like maybe North Callaway trying to do a little too much on that first run. This time they get through, but he's brought down. It's going to be very close to a first down. Depends on the spot, and they got it.
Yeah, that's a first down without a doubt. Some missed tackles there off the line of scrimmage and a good run in the off-tackle area there. And again, that was more missed tackles than good run, but good run for the Thunderbirds.
Out to the 34-yard line, 1st and 10 for North Callaway. Bowling Green with a 7-point lead. We're getting late.
Pass.
Back to throw. That was
a
big hit, but he stayed on his feet. And he tried to move forward again, so his forward progress reset, and it's going to end up being a loss on the play.
It will be a loss of play, should be.
Yeah.
Yeah, he caught that ball.
2nd and 11.
He caught that ball for about a 3 or 4 yard gain, and then tried to go forward again after that first tackle. So therefore, he got no forward progress.
Yeah, he got drugged back 3-4 yards, but never got put down. And then he tried to break out of that tackle, which reset his forward progress.
That's right. I formation, 2 wide receivers for North Callaway, under center.
Pitch out.
Right, reverse.
Again,
he's got it
trickery.
shut down, holding right here.
And brought down for another loss on the play. Now maybe no gain.
Yeah, Matt McDonald was out here on the outside, did his job, turned that play inside, but couldn't get a hold of the jersey, couldn't get off that jersey hold.
And Cash came out limping. I think he got high-load a little bit there.
Yeah, I think you're right. Tristan Charlton checking out and getting high fives from a whole lot of folks.
Down to 4:25 to go in regulation. So you're loving these reverses and double moves and stuff, because that takes a lot of time off the clock.
Yeah, it does eat a lot of time. Drop back pass, 5-step drop.
Puts it in the air to the
outside.
far side and way overthrown.
Yeah.
Pass is incomplete, brings up 4th and 10.
The Bobcat corner had fallen down on the play.
Yeah, the throw there, the quarterback rolls out, never really set his feet and tries to throw that ball deep. And people don't understand that with your feet not set, it's really hard to generate a lot of power to throw a deep ball. It's even harder to throw it accurately.
Yeah. And a timeout taken by North Callaway before this 4th and 10 play. 4:05 to play in the fourth quarter. Bobcats may be getting it back here after this 4th down. They lead 21-14 on Eagle 102.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon, up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
Follow your area teams throughout the season, in person, on air, and online by staying tuned to your area sports leader, Eagle 102. Brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center, Pike County Mutual Insurance, and Bowling Green Tractor.
4th and 10, they're going for it. Back to throw.
Set his feet.
And the pass is
caught! Oh!
Tripped up. They'll get the first down. That's Cash.
Yeah,
just out-jumped the defender. Was that
Hunter Smith?
Smith, yeah.
For a Thunderbird first down.
Yeah, so he went. It looked like Hunter Smith went for the interception, and of course, in that case, both players had the right for the ball, and Cash wanted it more than Smith did, so he came away with it. We're just fortunate as a Bowling Green here that Hunter Smith had the wherewithal to reach up and grab a foot as it was running past him.
All the way down to the Bobcat 39-yard line, 1st and 10. They're running on first down. And nothing there. And chopped down was Cash, as it's just Cash's show right now.
Yeah, they're definitely giving him a shot here.
Down to 3.5 to play. No gain.
Braden Perez in on that stop.
Well, he's taking a lot of punishment, though, Cash is.
Yeah.
He keeps getting back up, though.
He's a player. You talked about that in one of those breaks, man. He definitely is a kid that you want playing on your team if you've got him as an option.
Mm-hmm. Motor never stops. 2nd and 10. Inside handoff.
A draw.
And
there you go.
Nothing there again. Maybe got a yard. Inside the 40 to the Bobcat 39, 2:56 to go.
Who was that again?
Brought down by
Tristan Charlton, the senior. This is his first game back after injury, and he's having a heck of a game today.
They didn't even give him the yard. They just gave him the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and 10. So tackles for no gain, tackles for loss. It's been a nice night for Tristan.
Yeah, that's right. Now let's back off here. Andrew Biggs checks in, and Grummel checks out. Kind of a pressure package here, a little more speed.
On 3rd down and 10. Back to throw.
Sets his feet. Good throw.
Side, and it is
on
caught
the
again,
money.
and he's
Touchdown.
in for the score. Oh, my goodness. 39-yard touchdown. Second passing tonight, 2:15 to go, and it's a 1-point game.
We talked about setting your feet and being accurate, and that was absolutely perfect. He set his feet, stood in the pocket, and threw the ball where it needed to be. Touchdown, North Callaway. Bowling Green needs to adjust their corners here. Back off a little bit, read the play, and get the ball. The corners can make that adjustment and be okay. It looks like North Callaway is going to go for a 2-point conversion here. So if Bowling Green stops this is going to be big, folks. They come out.
This may be the game.
Could be the game.
Either way.
2:15 left. They come out under center, looking for the throw. He's wide open.
Pump fake, and
it is.
Got it. Is he in or out?
Good.
It's a 2-point conversion. 22-21. North Callaway back in the lead. 2:15 to go in the fourth quarter on Eagle 102.
Wow.
Are you still looking for a bank that knows you by name, offers convenient hours and hometown service? Look no farther than Community State Bank of Missouri. Hello, this is Mark Gooden. Our pleasant staff is here to welcome you and service all of your banking needs. Stop by our office in Bowling Green or Troy and experience the banking difference. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The Eagle 102 Game of the Week is brought to you by Young Enterprises, Calumet, Missouri, and Todd Watts Realty.
22-21, a 39-yard passing touchdown as Henry, boy, he's shown that he has an arm. I don't know why his stats don't reflect that, season stats.
Well, and a lot of these completions here that we're seeing here in Bowling Green are just his receivers beating the corners, and they need to do something different.
They take it.
Bobcats go forward. Unbelievable.
And he's brought down, lost about 5 yards at the end of that return.
Austin Orff got the ball, and instead of running the ball north and south, we got to go sideways.
2-10. You got to cover 80 yards. First and 10 from the 20.
Now, but do what worked. We've seen a big pass play here. Don't get too rambunctious, but give it a shot. Hey, with a cover, remember October 18th here, Bowling Green plays Clopton Ellsbury, and at halftime they're going to have an alumni night. If you played football for Bowling Green, show up, and they'll recognize you.
Cut back, run up the middle, and they get about 5 on the play out to the 25-yard line. Gavin Dieters on the run.
2:02 left here. Coach needs to call in about 10 plays and just run them.
On 2nd and 5. The Bobcats back to the line quickly, 30 on the play clock. Roll out for Brakefield. Throws on the run, and it is incomplete on the far side as it was timed well by the corner.
Yeah, also the quarterback, Jaden Henry.
So Henry breaks that one up, but the clock stops with 1:46 to go. It's going to be 3rd and 5.
This is one big play away here from a completely different football game. Bowling Green still has one timeout left.
On 3rd down. Inside handoff and nothing
Fleming
there.
That play action fact. Did you see Fleming down here by himself?
Yeah,
play
he's shaking his head.
Yeah, because he knows the same thing.
Lost a yard, and it's 4th down and 6. Clock running, minute and a half. And Bowling Green has to go for it because they punted away. Now the timeout is taken by the Bobcats. Big 4th down coming up. They trail by 1. North Callaway 22, Bowling Green 21, and it's the high school football game of the week on Eagle 102.
If you are in the market for a car, whether you're looking for a new or used vehicle, make sure you visit Bowling Green Chevrolet. Their selection will surprise you with prices that can't be beat. Bowling Green Chevrolet is just off Highway 61 at the South Bowling Green exit. Once you get there, you'll see why Bowling Green Chevrolet is the #1 dealership in the area. Check it out for yourself. Bowling Green Chevrolet, where you'll always feel at home.
Follow your area teams throughout the season, in person, on air, and online by staying tuned to your area sports leader, Eagle 102. Brought to you by Community State Bank, Bowling Green Chevy, and Family Drive.
Louisiana has extended their lead over Dupo. It's now 39-22 in the 3rd quarter. Here we're in the 4th, and a big 4th down. This could be the ball game. Bobcats face a 4th and 6. Back to throw is Brakefield. Steps around one man.
You got to throw it. There it is to George.
And it is
nice catch, George.
Across the 40. And they say
no.
They say it's skipped in there. It's a turnover on downs, and that's the ball game.
No, never mind.
1:19 to play. 22-21, and North Callaway takes over.
Somebody needs to break something off in Fleming here. He's throwing his helmet around.
It's going to be a turnover on downs.
The ball, they said, skipped into Niemeyer because he slid in under it.
It looked like a catch to me. I didn't see it bounce out.
But his back was to us. I thought he had it.
He was wide open. So we're in what we should call victory formation, I would assume here.
Minute 19 to go.
Clock's not running buddy.
They don't have to.
Yeah,
now
there you
is. And the clock down to 1:15. 22-21. Most likely going to be our final here. And we talked about 1 or 2 points here or there was the difference between 2 and 3 and 3 and 2. And now it's the difference between 3 and 3 and 2 and 4.
Yes, sir. That's exactly right. But, Bowling Green played pretty good defense here.
They played outstanding defense.
Where we expected to see Bowling Green get beat was in the run game, and they did a great job stopping the run, but their cornerbacks didn't help them out tonight at all.
And
good clock management. This should be it. It should be 39 seconds. He takes a knee here. It should be ball game, isn't it? Don't they got a 40-second clock? That's it. Ball game.
So North Callaway is now 4-2 on the season, and they apparently just won the Super Bowl.
Well, you win by a 2-point conversion. You deserve to celebrate.
Yep. Bobcats line up. 22-21 our final, as the final seconds tick off the clock in this one. Isn't that too many men on the field? We're still technically playing, right? Anyway, 1 point is the difference in this one. We'll be back with the postgame show after this on Eagle 102.
The Eagle 102 postgame show is coming up, sponsored by Abel's Quick Shops.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon, up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There's one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because, just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud.
Louisiana is a Health Mart town. Family Drug Health Mart Pharmacy. The right people, the right price, right downtown. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
As a farmer, you rely on rainfall to ensure your crop production, but sometimes the weather doesn't cooperate. Droughts can happen and do. Long dry spells can ruin your crops, but shouldn't ruin your life. With a pasture, rangeland, and forage policy through NAU Country Insurance Company and Bowling Green Insurance Agency, you'll be provided with the extra protection you need. Contact Fred Carlson at Bowling Green Insurance to discuss how PRF can help manage your risk. NAU Country Insurance Company is an equal opportunity provider.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana. Time now for the Eagle 102 postgame show on KJFM, sponsored by Abel's Quick Shops.
Mark Frohn and Chris Groney back at Bowling Green as the Bobcats fall in this one by a point, 22-21. It comes down to a 2-point conversion there at the end. I thought the Bobcats outplayed North Callaway in the second half, but 1-2 plays is the difference. They give up the touchdown, give up the 2-point conversion, then can't convert that pass. I mean, it was there for them to get the first down, just not quite able to connect.
Well, and even if this pass was caught here, like you said, it looked like it was to us, but his back was to us, so we don't know if it hit the dirt or not. But even if it was complete, that was the first down, but they still had 60 yards to go to score in a minute. Not that it's impossible, but that's a long way in high school football. But I do agree with you. It looked to me in the second half that they outplayed them. They just needed to have some defensive back stops, and those defensive backs kind of let the whole defense down today. Didn't really make the stops where they needed them. You know, a big 40-yard catch, then that 30-yard touchdown. Bowling Green really played hard to stop the run tonight, and they absolutely, I think, played better run defense than North Callaway has seen all year long.
Yeah, that is. I think that was a definite difference maker. Just not quite enough for the victory here tonight. Some other scores from around the area: Louisiana leading Dupo. Last check, it was 39-22. I haven't had an update. South Callaway and Clopton-Ellsbury since halftime, but at that point, South Callaway led Clopton-Ellsbury by 2 points, 23-21. So, pretty close one there. St. Charles led Winfield 42-0 in the third quarter. Wow. And we'll see if I can find any other scores here before we get this one wrapped up. The Bobcats have made their way back to the locker room. North Callaway continues to be exuberant in their celebration here at Bowling Green High School as they go to 4-2 on the season. The Bobcats now North Callaway 4-2,
yep.
Bobcats 2-4. I wasn't sure if I got that first part right or not.
You're right.
But we'll take a break, check the scores, and name our primetime player as we continue in the Eagle 102 postgame show on KJFM.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
Is it time to renew, redo, or rebuild? People's Bank and Trust can help you make those home improvements without springing a leak in your budget. I'm Christine Rutherford, and we have loans designed specifically for repairs and renovations, along with home equity lines of credit. Stop by your local People's Bank in Bowling Green, and let's talk about how People's Bank can help you. People's Bank and Trust online at www.pbtc.net or give me a call at 573-324-2525. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender, MLO number 421603, NMLS number 407724.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service. But did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. At Ingram Plumbing, we're ready to meet all your plumbing needs. I should know. I'm Bonnie Ingram, and I've worked there for over 50 years. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
Well, score's just hard to come by tonight, I guess. The final in this one, 22-21, as Bowling Green falls to 2-4 on the season. And any final thoughts, Chris?
No, a loss is always a hard pill to swallow, but I think Bowling Green should take away some of the good parts here.
Mm-hmm.
Is, they went in all week getting ready to battle a team that obviously is very effective at running the ball, and they did a very good job at stopping North Callaway at what they were good at. They just got beat on a couple big plays, to be 100% honest, though. A couple 30-yard plays really was the difference in this ballgame, because if we take away this big 30-yard in the middle of the field and that 30-yard touchdown, Bowling Green's a winner there. And both of those plays were significant first downs and a score. So I think they played well. They need to find what works on offense. They find what works, and then they get away from it to go back to this run up the gut. They have to realize at some point that what works about this offense is that it's a high-scoring, high-speed double component. You can run the ball in the middle. We can put the ball over top. We don't see them put the ball over top enough, and that's what I think they need to adjust offensively. Defense, they should be proud of themselves.
And I think this was a prove-it game for Jaden Henry.
Yeah, without a doubt.
He's thrown threw more interceptions coming into this week than he did touchdowns, and he turned it around tonight. He made some deep throws and was able to get his receivers under it and kept it out of trouble, while Bowling Green, again, lost the turnover battle 2-1, and both of those turnovers ended up costing Bowling Green touchdowns.
Yeah, I agree with you, and I think we talked about confidence earlier in this game or at halftime, and I think with Jaden Henry, you could watch his confidence in the second half where he knew he had to throw the ball 20, 30 yards, and a couple times he would try to do that on the run, but then when he stopped and he set his feet and he threw the ball like he's supposed to, using technique and body mechanics, he put the ball in the right spot and did a very good job. And I think you could see his confidence in throwing the ball change a little bit tonight.
All right, let's name our Eagle 102 primetime player, and it's actually players tonight because I think that defensive front for the Bobcats held a team averaging over 250 yards on the ground to maybe $110, $150.
Yeah, half that.
Yes.
I mean, if I agree with you, if that defensive front is coming out and is playing the way that they're playing and holding a team to half the yards that they average, that's a heck of a performance for 4 or 5 kids.
Yeah,
so.
let's just throw out the starters' names: Matt McDonald, Jacob Bowen, Braden Perez, Hayden Finley, Ethan Everhart. They got some help from their linebackers. They got some help from the safeties. But pretty much those 5 guys were a brick wall and sealed off that run game from North Callaway. They just were able to get those big plays downfield. The passing game. Who would have thought North Callaway would win with the passing
right,
game?
who would have?
They do here in week number 6.
Yeah, now Bowling Green just put it all together. They've got the good defensive front now. Now get your cornerbacks to do their jobs. And let's see that double threat combination offense that we know that this offense can be. Let's make it happen and get it all together.
And they're at Wright City next week, so another tough conference game.
Yep, it'll be tough.
As Wright City is, they're just getting huge down there. That may not be a school in the EMO for in the next 10 years. They may grow out of it.
I watched Wright City play Bowling Green junior high, and there was a notable difference between the 7th and those 8th grade boys.
Yeah,
yeah, it's like, wow, those look like kids. And then the 8th grade boys came in, and you're like,
wow, those look like seniors.
Holy cow, those are big kids. So they're getting big. They're putting some size on and getting a lot of people down there.
22-21 is our final. North Callaway comes to Bowling Green and steals one from the Bobcats within a point of that Callaway County sweep we talked about all week. But it doesn't go the Bobcats' way tonight. A 2-point conversion, the difference. 22-21 is our final. For Chris, Mark, Gordon back at the station, we thank you for listening and watching on our website tonight on Eagle 102 Sports. We'll see you again next week in the Eagle 102 High School Football Game of the Week on KJFM.
You've been listening to the Eagle 102 Area High School Football Game of the Week. Tonight's game was brought to you by
Bowling Green Chevrolet, Cellular and Satellite Center, Ingram Plumbing, People's Bank and Trust, Pike County Mutual Insurance, County Market in Louisiana, Bowling Green Pharmacy, Mid-America Auto and Towing, Bank of Louisiana, Pike County Memorial Hospital, Bowling Green Insurance, the Mercantile Bank, Bowling Green Tractor, Community State Bank, Family Drug, Mike's Tire Service, Cindy Blaylock Insurance, Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice, Oak Ford, Todd Watts Realty, Perkins Electrical Services, All Parts, Young Enterprises Incorporated, Calumet of Missouri, and J&D Tire and Auto.
Join us next Friday for more gridiron action on your only on-air sports leader at 102.1, online at KJFMEagle102.net. The Eagle 102 Game of the Week on KJFM Eagle 102.